Alrighty. Well, with that, let's go ahead and jump back into today's episode. Where last time, fleeing after gathering up all of your materials that you could get and setting off quite a few alarms, you began to flee downward into a hidden tunnel that led down into a cave, down a path leading to this mysterious kind of dwelling known as Idrizul. Giving a 30-minute head start, you got as much distance as you could as Jocelyn Reese had threatened to come in and take you out by force or annihilate you. However, through a series of decisions and inevitable consequences, you lost two of your companions. One, right off the bat, your robotic friend Ver, who died valiantly trying to go up and get the groceries from Raystrom, and your other deeper down, you lost your very first companion, Kelnys Imrish, who had her brain violently removed from her body. You did manage to store what's left of her remains into Voxel's amulet, and then made your way further down into a labyrinth of tunnels where you found more creatures that were stalking these lands and bunkered down, got a little bit of rest before catching a glimpse of Jocelyn Reese moving with a line of prisoners, those mind controlled slaves from up in the folly that were being led to a large, expansive room with a pyramid shaped building right in the center. Trying to decide whether you should free Doros, who is being led by Jocelyn herself, or make an escape. You wasted a few minutes of precious time to think about a solution and were forced to jump off of two sides of a bridge that leads to the stairwell that walks down into this jungle that's been developing underground. After cutting both sides of the rope and one side safely falling and one side falling but somehow miraculously living, which was a fantastic moment from last episode, you find yourselves separated and, for Voxel, alone as you are in the dark, dreary, underground jungles of Idrizul. You hear above you those talons scraping the stairwell as the dog-like creatures begin to rip down the stairways, and you see one, as it's turning, gets shoved on the side by another and topples off one of the turns and falls and plummets as you hear the whelping noise as it impacts on the ground. You get the air back in your body, Voxel, and you look around and immediately realize you are in a very dangerous, precarious situation. And about 15 feet on the other side of the wall are your two friends who have now landed safely, but all three of you are in danger. What would you like to do?
The car. We just lost Voxel too. How?
Raystrom.
I mean, sorry, Raystrom.
It's okay. Take a moment. Like, it's shock is probably still in your system. Like, yeah, I think we need to hide probably, and then we can go collect his body later since he probably hit with a thud.
Yeah.
I don't know if he survived that.
I mean, nobody. I mean, the only reason we did is because. Thanks. Yeah. I mean, we have to go get Kelnys. We have to go get the amulet. I want to take a second to, because you said this is where the jungle is, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to take a second to see if I can see how far it seems like it goes.
Go ahead and roll a perception check. You have dark vision, so it's still going to be at disadvantage. It's very, very dark, but you can see for a distance.
Perception?
Yep.
12.
It's hard to tell. You fell, and while there was no actual trees near where you fell and kind of landed, there is a thick amount of brush and debris between you and the nearest trees that lift up and kind of cover most of the pyramid shape where you were. You do know the direction that you're in because you're against the outer wall, and you know that in the very center was that pyramid. But apart from that...
Okay. And Do I have a feeling of how far away we are from that pyramid?
From where y'all looked at it last time, I mean, it was too far away for Voxel to get a shot off on his fireball.
Okay.
But other than that, you do hear those kind of whelping noises of the dogs, and you can tell that they're getting a little bit closer as they're getting to the bottom of the stairs. Voxel, what are you doing?
Voxel is going to just kind of sit up, dust himself off. He just takes that moment to contemplate. Oh, just like old times. And he's going to kind of shake himself a little bit. He's going to try to get up, and at least from what he previously kind of understood, he's going to kind of follow the pathway of the stairs just because he wants to check on everyone else. That's kind of his train of thought. He's he'll deal with the dogs in a minute, but he wants to make sure that everybody else made it.
So you're going to follow the pathway to where the stairs descend? There's only one way to go if you're going the path of the stairs. The stairs wind down.
Okay.
So if you're following the path, you're going to where they wind down.
Are there any trees close to the wall, since it's jungle?
To the wall itself, or to where the wall of the stairs goes?
Either or.
They're trees. They're not right butted up against it, but maybe like 10, 15 feet off.
And they're about 10 feet. Okay. I'm going to look for one that's kind of tall, and I'm going to try to climb on that.
Okay, you're looking at, like you said, about 15 feet up in the air. Remember that wall that you fell off of is 80 feet.
80 feet. Oh, shoot. Okay, because my mage hand would go 30. All right, yeah, so that wouldn't work. So, yeah, I guess he'll start making his way to at least where the stairs are.
All right, so as you go, you start
hearing... It goes from the wall down to the yeah. So my plan is get close and get up a tree at least.
All right.
They probably can't.
As you begin walking towards the wall, you start hearing those whelping noises again. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check. Everybody, actually.
Oh, gosh. That one.
24.
24?
Mm-hmm.
19.
19, okay. So on one side of the wall, very, very carefully, Racefrom and Q, you begin moving, not right against the wall itself, but you kind of duck into some of the brush and begin carefully maneuvering in your direction, kind of keeping an eye out as you look and you don't see that one dog that fell. However, you do hear and see up in the air, turning one of the corners, you see about 7 of those dogs begin to turn and begin to go down another flight where they're going out of your eyesight. On your side, Voxel, you actually saw that one dog fall off and land on the ground. It's landed maybe about 30 feet in the direction that you're going, but you don't see the other dogs.
Vox is going to try to get a little closer to the stairs, but he's just going to try to get up a tree because he figures, if they're going down or like they're not in sight anymore, they're probably coming down. So
okay, so you go climb a tree. Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Raystrom, I think we should hide.
18.
At least until the dogs run away.
Absolutely.
And we run into the jungle.
Sneak into the jungle.
Sneak into the jungle.
Right. As you'll sneak into the jungle, Voxel, you climb that tree, and as you do climb that tree, you see up in the distance, the dogs have now gotten to the ground floor, and they are headed in your direction. You see 7 pups that are now they have you fully up the tree, and they're at the bottom as they begin scratching, and you see them piling on top of each other, trying to get up to you.
Voxel's going to cast Blade Ward on himself.
Okay.
As a protection. And you said that dog that dog that fell was about 30 feet away?
Yeah, the one that fell off was 30 feet away.
Okay, Voxel's going to use Mage Hand to try to kind of shake their companion. and use minor illusion to make like just a whimpering sound, just like what he heard when it fell.
Okay, so where your tree is, 30 feet away, that they've already passed that dog, so they're at your tree. So if you're gonna do that, go ahead and roll a deception, but it's at disadvantage because they're focused on you, not that thing they passed a while back. Q, you and Raystrom, you would hear a lot of growling and barking from the other side that's now beginning to echo a little bit off of the stone walls.
They're eating his body.
That doesn't sound like they're feasting. It sounds like they're still hunting.
Well, do you think he's still alive? I mean, that's a big drop.
I mean, maybe he knows magic to help slow his fall too. I don't know.
That's true. I guess he does know magic also.
I mean, it's not as cool as mine, but it's still pretty cool.
Let's not do that right now. Let's not do that right now. I don't know if there's a safe way for us to go over there.
I mean, quietly would be the safest.
All right. I mean, if you think we should, what if we just? No, we can't get up there. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, if there is a chance he's alive, I would much rather aid him and get the amulet off of him instead of having to track down some of those dogs and wait for them to relieve themselves.
Yeah, I agree. And I also don't want to sit here and listen to them eat him. So
yeah, that doesn't sound like a pleasant thing.
No, it doesn't. Just very, 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 very quietly. Let's go. But wait, what are we doing when we get there?
I mean, I think we just sneak as close as we can to assess the situation.
It doesn't sound like a plan, but okay.
Well, if you need more of an outline of the plan, I would say, depending on where they're at, we either try to flank them, or one of us, probably me, tries to lure them one by one for you to just cut down.
Okay. It's at least something to do. Okay. So we're going to quietly, stealthily make our way that way.
You're moving your way there. It's going to take you just a little bit of time to get there. Voxel, on your side, you see that the dogs themselves are putting so much weight on the tree that it is beginning to bend, and you hear that as it starts to topple slowly over.
Oh gosh.
And coconuts.
Man, I'm gonna. Is there a tree close by?
No, I mean, there are trees by. I mean, not close by.
I'm gonna grab my rope and use Mage Hand to grappling hook, or at least not to grappling hook, but to like tie the rope to the next tall tree.
Okay. And are you talking about the rope that's tied around your body right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
However much slack I have from that, I'm gonna just try to like have it grappling hook or whatever to like get to another tree, and I'm just gonna try to Tarzan it.
All right. So you have about 25 feet on the rope itself from where you cut it, at which point, actually, no, you wouldn't, because you were lifted up all the way and you cut right where you are at the end. So you only have like 3 feet of rope. It's all on their side.
Oh gosh, nope. All right. Shoot. I'm gonna, man. Fuck it. I'm gonna just. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump and try to run for the next tree.
All right. So go ahead and make an acrobatics check, or I'll let you do it athletics as well, whatever's higher.
Oh, Laura, if you're feeling frisky.
How fast are we going? I have a plan.
That's a bad one.
As you go and you jump, you see for a brief moment the tree is beginning to bend, and that's whenever you fall and plummet to the ground. You won't take any damage because you weren't super high. However, I need you to roll for initiative. So at this time, would everybody go ahead and roll for initiative?
Ooh! It's 2 good rolls in a row.
Alrighty.
Da, 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 da.
So,
Ooh.
Voxel, you fall and you are prone as you have 7 dogs right there. Q, you guys would be coming around the corner. So if this is the wall itself here, you're technically up above, but y'all would be coming around in this area in one turn.
Okay.
So y'all would be together seeing that. Let's go ahead and get our numbers. So let's start with Q.
9.
Raystrom.
16.
Voxel.
16 as well.
16. All right. What's your dex for Voxel and Raystrom?
14.
Mine would be a 14 as well. So.
All right. I'll let y'all choose. Who wants to go first?
I'll let Hovda go first.
All right. And Vic, what'd you get?
7.
Alrighty.
Oilers, Vic, roll for initiative.
God. Stop giving things away.
I am one of the dogs.
What a twist!
If we play real. We play really hard. All right. So starting at the top, that's going to be Raystrom. You turn and you see this body fall and hit. It would take you your full movement to get on the map in that corner.
And that would basically put me at the bottom of the stairs.
No. So you've already passed the stairs. In that time that y'all were sneaking around, you've already gone around the stairs. You were on his side of the wall.
Okay,
it wasn't like a mile-long walk to get to the stairs. It's that's why I said the dogs are going to be there quick. You'll have to move.
No, but I'm just saying. I thought the stairs like came down like right angled and like went down. I didn't know.
They did, but the dogs weren't chatting and walking down. They're moving.
Yes.
I'll keep thinking that these things stop for you guys to talk. They're moving. Y'all have to move too. So what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll use my full movement to like sneak to where I would be able to see Voxel gracefully exit the tree. And I'm going to, yeah, might as well just get at. I'm gonna fire bolt. I guess the one closest to me.
Okay.
You what? No, I'm gonna throw him a spear. That's what I'm gonna do. 18?
18 will hit.
10 damage. And a little snap of my fingers for my spirit to return and throw it again at the same one. Ooh, nat 20. 11 damage.
And 11 damage. All right, not bad. 21 damage on the first go.
Nice.
As the spear goes, and you've gotten so used to this spear, it's like one hand throw. As soon as it hits, it's back and it's in the other hand. So it's just like a two-handed throw with the same spear.
Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous he is.
And with my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on. I'm gonna cast it on myself.
Okay. As you get that aura that kind of protects and you feel comforted in knowing that something might hit you, but probably not. That's going to take us to Voxel.
All right. Voxel is going to make a sprint for the nearest tree, just kind of to his left.
Okay. So it's going to be half your movement to stand up.
Okay.
And you can get your movement there.
There. And then for my action, I'd like to see if I can climb that tree.
Okay, go ahead.
What would I roll for that?
Maybe another athletics.
Athletics, all right. Oh, I think it was 17.
Yeah, So you start making your way up the tree. Anything else you'd like to do?
For my no, that'll end my turn.
Right. One of the dogs is going to make an attack against you, but I'm pretty sure it misses. Let's double check. That would be. Oh, where are you at? 15 to hit?
15?
Yeah.
It hits.
Oh, okay, never mind. So you get these claw marks that slash across your back, doing 9 points of slashing damage.
And that would be halved because of
The Blade Ward.
Yeah, Blade Ward. So, all right.
So half to 4.
So right up 4? All right, cool. All right.
All right, anything else?
No, that does it for me.
All right, Q.
All right, so Q, so right now she's this far away, correct? So she still has 5, 10, 15. Okay, tell me what a 10-foot radius would look like.
So a 10-foot radius, if this is center for you, that's 5, 10. So you can get 2 boxes out in each direction.
In each direction, diagonally as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you're saying radius, it's half, and then you go the other side, half.
All right. So Q is going to throw a bead of force right in the middle of the dogs, like in this open space right here.
Oh, got it. Yeah. So you want one that's about, let's see. It's about like that.
Yep.
Absolutely. What do they have to roll?
So they need to be a dex save of 15.
I mean, it's doable. Dex save of 15. First one, natural 20.
Okay.
Second one, natural 20.
Oh my god.
Third
Get out of the
one,
way.
18. Fourth one is going to fail. Fifth one, 20. Sixth one is going to fail. Sorry, that's the seventh one's going to fail. So 2 of them fail, 1 succeeds. Or all of them succeeds over that. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. That's a fail. And that's a fail.
Okay, so 2 of them failed?
Yep.
Okay, so the 2 that failed are going to take 5d4 force damage.
Whoa.
So 10 force damage, and they are enclosed in the sphere.
Okay. And it pushes everybody else out, right?
Yes.
Okay. So these are going to get shoved away. Actually, you get pushed there, there, and those 2 are stuck in the sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Anything else you'd like to do?
That was my action. So hold on. Let me. Q is going to use her bonus action. Hold on. Sorry. 1 second. For a bonus action, I can't hide, right?
For a bonus action? Yeah, you can.
Uh-huh. Okay,
You're a rogue.
Well, okay. I was trying to find it because I couldn't find it. I'm going to use my bonus action to hide behind a tree.
Okay, so did you have to run in, or are you staying back here?
I was staying back there.
Okay, yeah, so go ahead and roll a stealth check.
19.
Yeah, you feel pretty comfortable that you've kind of whipped around through the bead, you see it erupt and push the dogs, and you use that distraction to kind of hide behind the nearest tree.
Okay.
Alright, that's going to take us to Vick. Vick, you've seen all of this go down as you have been kind of looking, you've been here for a while, you are kind of stalking for food, and you see these dogs. There's a lot more than you're willing to take on your own, but with this much of a distraction, this might be the moment. So you actually, let's put you in.
Oh, no.
Oh!
All right. So we're going to put you over here. What would you like to do?
All right, I am going to use my bonus action that I just sent you.
Okay.
And
which one?
Oh, I want it to be the one closest to the figure, the human figure, Raystrom.
Okay, that one.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And I'm going to use my longbow to hopefully shoot it.
Go for
it. 20 not nat to hit.
Oh, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll, and then add in your extra damage.
Okay. Hang on, I gotta double check what it is. Plus, okay. Patience, my friends. Oh, that's not the one I need to roll. I need to roll this one.
Yeah, your D12 days are behind you. You don't get those anymore.
Well, different math now.
You might as well lose those dice.
There goes dagger damage.
That's what you think. No, I don't know. Okay, hang on. Math. That's 11 damage.
11 damage? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then real quick right after that, I'm gonna try and hit it again.
Okay, go for it.
My longbow. 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. Six damage.
6 damage. Right. So Raystrom, you see you've charged in, you threw your two, and then as you see Vox begin to run and start climbing and they swipe at him, then there's this eruption of this bubble of force as two of the dogs are trapped inside and the other one gets thrown your direction. And as you're like panicking about this dog that's just being like toppled toward you, rolling on the ground, it picks up and it goes to get ready to strike, and then 2 arrows hit it in the head and it falls down limp and dead. That one's gone. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Vic?
So since that one's down. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta mark that. Clicky click. Since it's down. Oh, never mind. No, that's all I got. That's all I'm gonna do.
All right. As a bonus, you can move.
It says I have to do it on the next turn.
Okay, good. Look
That's
at
what
you. I love you. All right, that's gonna be your turn. It is now the dog's turn. So these two are gonna make their way over to Raystrom, as these two can't escape. That one's gonna move over towards Voxel. 10, 15, and that one's gonna move over to Voxel as they begin to try to push down this tree.
Oh man.
All right, so for their attacks, 2 coming at Raystrom. First one is a 23 to hit.
That would be the wisdom save, so they can attack now.
Oh, good save, good save. 19 to hit.
Yes.
That's going to be... Oh, where's it at? That's 5 points of slashing damage. And a natural 1, so the second one does not get its hit. Right. The other 2 are going to make attacks at the tree. Natural 20 on one, and a 16 on the other, so they're both going to get a good hit at it. Ooh. Okay. As both of them, and one just hits its shoulder into it, and the tree begins to fall. Voxel, you were down again.
At least you're not blind, paralyzed, asleep.
Takes us top of the order, Raystrom.
I'm going to stab the dog at my 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Or attempt to, I guess I should say. 12 to hit.
Well, unfortunately, it's a miss.
I'll try one more time. Natural, a 20.
The 20s today.
I know.
Yeah, must be nice.
13 damage.
13 damage. All right, yeah. You get him. You go to stab the first time, and he kind of dodges out of the way, and then you rip up and just slice through the under chin. Anything else?
I'm gonna say, Q, what kind of magic is that? And that's my turn.
All right, that's going to take us to Voxel.
All right, so not the closest one, but the one just a little bit farther away. Voxel is going to try to hit that one with Eldritch Blast.
Let it loose.
That is a nat 20 to hit for a 26.
Oh.
And that is 15 damage, which is a crit, and that'll blow them back 10 feet.
15, and it's hitting him back 10 feet?
Yeah, 10 feet.
Damn. Yep. You let loose out of anger and fear, and this blackish green light just slams into the dog, toppling it over, but it gets back on its feet. It's ready to come back in.
Since it's a crit, is that 15 or is that 30?
You have to do it. So if you roll a 15, then it's double the dice and add the modifier.
Okay, so double the dice and add the modifier. Okay, so it'd be 33.
33.
Yeah.
That's a much better crit. I was like, 15.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damage is damage, but...
I got you.
All right, anything else you want to do?
No, that'll be it for now.
All right, that's going to take us to Q.
So Q is going to run up to the dog that is at Raystrom 6, and she's going to say, it's the kind of magic that you buy. And she's going to flank that dog. And it's going to be a 25 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get all those 4s out of the way. 17, 22 damage.
22. Yeah, it's looking pretty rough.
And then is going to use her bonus action to disengage and move 10 feet diagonally back.
What's your movement speed?
30.
Oh, yeah, you got it. Diagonally back?
Yeah, right there.
Sounds good. All right, that's going to take us to Vic.
Okay. I'm going to move my bonus action to the dog closest to Box. And I'm going to try and hit it with another arrow. 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Okay. Ooh, that's better. 12 damage.
Okay, second attack.
Let's let loose an arrow at the dog on the side of Raystrom.
You want this one?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh, 24 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
And that is just 7 damage.
All right, yeah, as you quickly pull and shoot off 2, slamming into 2 dogs.
That's all.
All right, that's going to take us to the dog's turn. One is going to make an attack at Voxel. This one, seeing the arrows fly, is going to be making their way towards you. These two at... Yeah, because they wouldn't have seen Q get through. Actually, Q, you didn't hide this time.
No, I didn't.
So this bottom one's going to make its move towards Q.
May I take my opportunity attack?
Yes, you may. So everybody's getting 1 except for Vic.
I'm gonna miss on the opportunity attack.
All right, first one.
Sorry, Q.
Voxel. That's going to be a miss with 11 on the die. Second one, Raystrom. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
Yes.
Right. Doing 6 points of bludgeoning damage, or slashing damage. And 1 for Q. That's going to be a 21 as well to hit.
Yeah.
And that is 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Which will take us back to the top of the order. Raystrom. Hold on, sorry. Let me see. How intelligent are these creatures? Oh no, they are stupid. Yeah, they're not going to do that. I was about to be like, they're going to start like hamster ball rolling this ball. No, they're stupid. They're staying there.
They're not poodles.
Yeah, it's going to mow you guys over. All right, Raystrom.
Raystrom's gonna go ahead and move You know what? No, I'll throw my spear. I'm gonna throw my spear at the one attacking Q.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Oh yeah.
7 damage.
7 damage as you throw it, and it just slashed at Q. And the moment that you hear that kind of groan of Q's voice as it digs deep, the spear just lands in, and Q, it kind of pulls through the dog, shuts through the throat, and it sticks out, and it's almost pointing at your shoulder, as if it would have hit you, but the dog took the full impact. That's another one down.
And I'll snap and have a return, and then stab the one next to me, hopefully. 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Another 8 more damage.
8 more damage.
That one wasn't dead?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
That was
Okay,
the
I
one
think
was
that's-
already dead. That one ran to him.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
still good.
There were 7 of them. Calm down.
Yeah.
That's a lot of dogs.
There's a lot of dogs. All right.
I mean, it depends on the kind of dog.
Well, they're not poodles. We've made that clear. They're not poodles. That's my turn.
Is it that when I use Eldritch Blast super close, it's at disadvantage, or that I'm going to take splash damage from that?
It's at disadvantage because it's a ranged attack and a melee.
Voxel's going to try that anyway, kind of a last ditch effort. So
Yeah, go for it.
So 15 for 21 and a 22, so 21.
So say that again.
I rolled a 21 and a 22.
Oh, okay.
Because it was a disadvantage. So.
Yeah, you're gonna hit either way.
All right, and that is 13 damage, and it should blast them 10 feet.
13 damage and 10 feet back.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that'll be it.
Right, that's gonna take us to Q.
Q is going to go around the spear to the one that Box just pushed back.
20, 25, 30. Get you there.
Yeah, and is going to go with that one.
Go for it.
13.
13 will hit.
Yes. 9 damage.
All right. As it kind of stumbles back and you run in, and the force of the Eldritch Blast hits as you are kind of pushes it right in your direction, and you jab forward and just use both forces on both sides just to fully eviscerate the dog as he passes by. It's like a samurai move. You hit, and then your sword goes to the side, and you just see the dog split in half and fall to the floor.
It's my favorite move.
Yeah. Anything else?
How much more movement do I have? How much did I use?
That was 30.
That was 30? Okay. No, that's it.
All right. What are you gonna do, Vic?
All right, I'm going to use my bonus action to move my spell to the one in front of me.
Okay.
And I'm going to see if I can fire off 2 arrows real fast at that one.
Oh, go for
One
it.
right after the other. I think the first one goes wide. It's only an 8.
Yeah.
Heads up, Q.
Watch out, everybody! I say that. I really do say that. And the other one's a 12.
Unfortunately, the 12 misses too. So the first one goes wide. As you kind of see it coming, you panic and shoot upward, and you re-notch your arrow and go, and it just kind of whizzes as the dog's head goes to the side.
And I say it again. Oh no, watch out! And I'm going to use my movement to go straight up as far as I can go. 25 feet.
Straight up, yeah. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, so you make your shot. The second one, it passes by the dog, and it goes straight for where you think it's going towards Raystrom, and then it hits this invisible barrier and just ricochets off a different direction.
Whew, that was close.
Right, that's going to take us to the dogs. So this one is going to make its way up to you. That one's staying there, and the other 2 are just pawing at the barrier. Kennels. All right, first one's at Vic. That's going to be a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
I figured. And that's 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Second one is at Raystrom. That is only a 15 to hit.
That's a miss.
All right, yeah, as it goes for you, you kind of pull, you kind of bat it away with the back end of your spear. Top of the order, Raystrom.
So after batting down the Paul with my spear, I'll stab him with the sharp end.
No.
With the pointy end.
Bad dog. 23 to hit.
Yeah. Why not?
6 damage.
Okay.
I'll try and stab one more time. Ooh, a 14 to hit.
That will hit.
Ooh. 7 damage.
7 damage. Yeah, you get 2 stabs in.
I feel good about that.
You put your, you stab, and then you kind of lean on your spear, and you're like, yeah, that's right.
See what I did, Q?
I see like a blurry like video of it. It's like in a fishbowl.
It's that scene in the what is it, the Romeo and Juliet movie through the fishing in the restroom of all places, where you look into the restroom. Yeah.
That's my turn.
See, you're Claire Danes. You're Claire Danes. All right, Voxel.
Voxel's gonna look to the side and see the newcomer who has just stepped on the stage and apparently seems to be against the dogs as well. So Voxel is going to lob a Eldritch Blast at the pooch near the newcomer.
Go for it.
There was a lot that went on in that.
Not at all.
That is an 18 plus 6, so 24 to hit.
Yeah, roll the damage.
That is 4 damage, and it sends them flying 10 feet.
All right, that is 4 damage. Hold on.
I have to calculate this.
So 4 damage, and it goes flying past you. So as you see it kind of run into you, it makes that slash, gets you, and then it is hit by this bolt, and you see it toppling away from you, Vic.
Hey. And that's it for me.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind. I don't have a question.
All right. Anything else you want to do, Vox?
No, that's it for me.
All right, Q.
Q's gonna loop around and attack the dog that Raystrom was attacking. The other way, that way.
Okay.
I believe it will hit a 27.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Where were all these hits last time?
seriously.
Too soon.
20 damage.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's not looking too happy. Anything else?
Nope. You can stay right there.
All right, that's going to take us to Vic.
All right, I'm going to use my movement first to get further away from that dog.
All right, where you
I want to move closer to Vox. And
25 right there.
Okay, I'm going to try again to shoot off 2 more arrows.
Twang.
Hit that guy. First one is a 23 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And oh yes, thank you. 11 damage for the first one.
Okay.
And then when I try to hit it again, I was a nat 20. Okay, so that means I double the die.
Double all your die.
Okay. 14 is the D8 doubled. And then the D6 doubled.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Anything that's a die, you get to double, and then add on the plus number.
23 damage.
Yeah. As you kind of hustle as fast as your little tiny feet can take you, and you turn around and just unleash 2, And the first one hits and kind of gets the dog's attention, and the second one just jams into the eye, and it hits against a tree, and then just falls down, and then the arrow just gets shoved further and further into the eye.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna look kind of behind me at Vox and say, hi! And that's it.
All right, that's gonna take us to the dog, who's gonna attempt to flee as it begins to run away.
Do we get an opportunity attack?
Yes.
Raystar's gonna be like, Q, would you like to take the first blow?
It's dead.
Why, thank you. 22 to hit.
Yeah. Why not?
$25 damage.
No.
For only $6 a day, you just like stab.
In the arms of the angel.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. All right, I mean, it's up to you right now. These creatures are held up for a little while longer.
We need to go somewhere. We need to hide.
Do you not want your magic back?
No, it's one and done.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's see how Vox and his new friend's doing.
Q's just gonna say, "Fox, let's go," and start running.
All right, so Q goes running. What's everybody else doing?
I'm following Q.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow them, and I'm gonna like look over my shoulder, which won't be looking over my shoulder for very long, and say, "Come on, let's go."
Vox is gonna shrug and okay.
All right, as you begin heading off, you begin pushing forward. This is going towards where the staircase was, but you're making your way into the jungle itself. At which point you feel, after about 10 minutes of steadily running, you don't hear anybody pursuing behind, and you feel comfortable enough to kind of stop and reflect your thoughts.
Ooh.
Who's your new friend, Vox? We left you alone for like 5 minutes.
I know.
You
Goodness.
guys are so fast.
And how did you survive?
You fell off the top of the stairs. I mean, we survived because of Braystrom. I don't know, like, made us like paper.
He
just kind of.
He fell, and then he climbed a tree, and then it fell, and then did you see he climbed another tree, and that one fell?
I did see that part. Sorry. Who
Thanks
are
for
you,
your-
and do you work for the
Oh,
people
buddy.
who work here?
I'm Finley. Hi.
Didn't we? Vox would like to at least just eyeball and get a basic idea of what this person looks like.
Yeah, go ahead and describe yourself, Vic.
All right. You see a 3-foot creature, greenish, just all shades of browns and greens, bright, happy eyes, brownish hair, kind of got like a green tinge to it. All of her clothing is all shades of brown, green, and then she has like a cloak mantle kind of thing on, and it looks kind of shabby, kind of worn, also in shades of brown, with like gold thread along the edge, but it also seems kind of worn. But like just a cheerful, gnome.
You.
What? So you're not like with the brain eaters and the
no.
terrible people?
No. That's crazy though.
Insight check.
I mean,
Go ahead, roll.
I mean, excuse me for assuming, but it seems like everybody on this island is just terrible.
On the island? The whole island?
I
Or
mean,
just down here?
both?
Oh, well, hopefully not the whole island. I don't think everybody's terrible on the whole island. I think you're exaggerating. I think that's a little bit much. There have got to be good people on the whole island.
Well,
I think I'm a decently good person on the island.
Well, you helped us back better with the dog, so I'd say that's a win for right now. But
I mean, you're the first not normal, but you're the first
less
person
scary
who's
person.
not terrible that we've met.
So far, everything down here has been trying to kill us.
It's
So-
been bad. they took away our stuff and they gave us robes, and then they tried to drug us, and then it looked like people were killing people in cages, and then there were things that had like brains, and then those brains took out, oh my, they took her brain. Raystrom, they took her brain.
Calm down, Q. Calm down, Q. Raystrom Arlen Brigadoon. What's your name, my friend? Talking to Vick's character.
I'm gonna look at him and then kind of like turn away from him and not answer his question. Yep. I feel like you could really use a cup of tea. You need to calm down. It's gonna be okay. I don't know what you saw. You mentioned drugs. Maybe you're hallucinating, but it's okay. I really don't know what you're talking about, but we can't get out of here.
You know how to get out of here.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
Look, I mean, we'd be more than delighted to get out of here, but the bigger thing that we've got to avoid is that she-witch over there that's giving things to these brain creatures or whatever. So I suggest that if we go, we should go now.
You know a way out of here.
Well, yeah, I the same way I got in.
How long have you been down here?
Chose to live down here?
Oh, no. I don't live down here. This place is awful.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening up there, but I don't think it's okay. Gonna have to revisit it, but not, I mean.
So where are you from?
I live around Lake Blastos.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a nice little humble home, and it's so nice in the fresh air, but it's also shaded. It's just great.
So why are you here? With the brain eaters and
well, I mean,
Jocelyn.
I haven't seen any brain eaters, and I'm not with them. I just was looking for someone and stumbled upon this disaster. What are you doing here? Also, how clear-headed are you?
Not at all.
So I'm going to turn to Vox and say, why are you down here?
Long story short, basically, we thought we were going to find somebody we needed to. Turned out that the person we were looking for also happened to be running a cult. From what it looks like, people are misled into enslaving everybody, and then basically, we followed the trail down here, and there are these creatures that have like tentacles, and they I'm losing my accent. They have these tentacles, and so they wrap them around your face, and then they just pull your brain out. So basically, we tried to hide, and we're realizing that in hiding, it was actually a terrible idea. And we should have dealt with things. Frankly, we should have just dealt with things at the time, but we didn't. And we're facing the consequences of that, I think. So, by the way, I'm Vox. Thanks for your help out there.
Hi, Vox. It's so great to meet you.
I'm Q.
Hi, Q. Are you really... Vox, I don't think your friend Q's in good shape. I'm not trying to talk about you, Q. I don't know how here you are.
We lost one of ours, and
we did.
That whole thing's been really tricky. So, yeah, it's... look,
I would like to leave.
We need to go.
Well, let's go. Let's go.
You'll take us out?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. Let's go, and we can talk along the way.
Okay.
But can you not walk so fast? I know it's an emergency, but like you walk so fast and so far.
Okay.
Why? And this one, has this one been with you the whole time? And I gesture towards Raystrom.
I mean, not the whole time. I mean, he was with us for a little bit, and then he wasn't, but now he's back. And you're gonna stay, right, Raystrom?
I mean, I've got no place else to be.
Yeah, he's gonna stay.
You want him to stay?
I would like it if he stayed. Is something wrong?
Yes.
Because I'm a little worried your friend is intoxicated somehow. No offense. You mentioned drugs. Is it a good thing that this guy stays?
Yeah, basically, he's been really helpful, and well, I mean, as you can see, they came back for me, and it's not a common occurrence. So yeah, I'm gonna vouch for these people. They're great. We've just been through a lot. We basically ran into things that we never thought we'd see. We lost someone we never thought we would lose, and now we're in a place that we don't like, we don't understand.
And you never thought you would be. Never thought.
So let's just talk about tea. That sounds.
I'm gonna do
great.
an about face and turn around to Raystrom and stick my hand out and up and say, "Hi, I'm Finley.
Nice to meet you, Finley.
I guess it's nice to meet you too."
I mean, you were quite accurate with those arrows.
Thanks.
I'm assuming you were shooting at the dog the first time you hit the one in front of me because you
Yes.
continued to shoot at them. So
Yes, I was not aiming for you. I for the most part, you would know if I was aiming at you.
it was greatly appreciated support. And I would like to investigate Finley's outfit for any identifying marks.
Actually, yeah, go ahead. I'll edit.
15.
Nothing. When she said that it's kind of drab and worn and it's nothing fancy.
That's
So
cool.
you know the way out?
I mean, I know a way out. It was a way in, so it could be a way out.
Yeah. Doors and passages could work that way. That's true.
You mentioned you were looking for someone.
Yeah. So I don't know his name. But have you? And I mean, I was judging a book by its cover when I looked at you, Raystrom. I'm so sorry, but you're a human. So I mean, don't like attack me right off the bat when I say this. But have you run into any dragonborn lately?
What?
They kind of, they're tall, they have scales, they have tails, some have
No,
tails.
I know what a dragonborn is. I
No
know
wings.
very well.
Minor illusion what Kelnys looked like.
Yeah, kind of, but not the same color. I mean, close,
Okay.
but not the same color.
And do you have a name? Do you have
No name.
any identifiers?
What color dragonborn are you looking for?
Bronze.
Why are you looking for this dragonborn?
I mean, he was nice. I go lots of different places, and sometimes I sneak in without permission, and sometimes I get almost caught, and sometimes I get let in places maybe I shouldn't go, and I get information, yeah. But I was told, I was a little worried because I stopped by the Zagat because it's like on the way home, and well, he wasn't there, and the people that were there said he was sent on a mission into the rift. So down into the rift I went because I was worried, and he wasn't there, and he hadn't come back. And have you seen him, Bronze?
No, I don't know who it is you're looking for. But I mean, I know a few.
I feel like you know what they look like. You would know if you saw one. So I'm guessing you didn't see.
Not down here.
Is this the rift where we're at?
Well, this part's not the rift. The rift is the part up. Like if you look up, do you see up? The sky, the light? That's the rift. Like if you were to look at a map of the Isle, that's the part that's labeled rift.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm starting to follow a little bit more of what you were saying. I haven't seen any bronze dragonborns down here.
Again, no
How
offense.
did, how did you get
Have y'all
here?
seen a bronze dragonborn?
No.
Because she's starting to get the picture, so I don't know if she's coming down off of something, but
Raystrom, I don't think she likes me very much.
no, it's not that. It's not that at all. I just, you know.
I feel like she has some prejudice.
I mean,
No,
I do, but not against her.
No
You're the
offense.
one who's a human. They said you were okay.
How did your friend even get here? Because we had to go through some very special, what's the best way to describe it? We basically had to earn our way in here. So, and we're realizing this place is awful. So, how did your friend get here, and how did you get here? Because if your friend had an invitation,
She already
here,
said she went through the rift.
She went through the rift. What?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know how my friend got here, but I'm assuming y'all went through what? So was all the stuff that you were saying true?
Raystrom won a contest, and then he got a token. And that token, we walked across the bridge, walked up to the front door, gave the token to the guard, and they asked us, "Do you want to go to the frolic or the folly or the fortune?" And we said we wanted to go to the frolic. And apparently, the frolic is just a whole bunch of evil.
Mostly member.
Yeah. So
you buried the lead. I became the people's champion.
This is true. You did become the people's champion.
Which people's? Ugh.
Like all the peoples. There were dragonborn there. There were elves.
There were?
Humans. There were I don't know what humans you've been exposed to in your life, but the place I grew up, I've seen all sorts of manner of people that I became friends with and lived with and learned with.
It just, in my experience, humans are generally, garbage. They're not very nice. Sorry, I judged a book by a cover. I mean, the jury's still out. I don't know. You could still turn around and be awful, but I'm taking Vox's word for it. And when Q comes back,
I'm totally back. I'm back. I got it.
I've learned in my time doing stuff that oftentimes it's not the whole group that's bad, because I've seen evil in every shape and color and size and look and appearance. And look, I can say that these two are fine. They've been great so far, but whatever is taking place on this island is awful. It's terrible.
Whole island? You just said not to look at things as a group. Now you're generalizing. That's not very fair. The whole isle's not bad. Surely not.
Everything in this, at least this above proximity, has been terrible. It's just a place full of decadent torture. Is the best way I think that I could describe it. So
you visibly flinches at that phrase, decadent torture.
That's the only way I can think of it. This place is evil. We need to get somewhere, and we need to get our strength back. We need to find a way to get the fuck out of here.
Well, keep going. I mean, I can't walk as fast as y'all, but I'm going as fast as I can.
We'll walk with you.
Q, before we go any further, are you sure you don't want to look for Doros?
Who's Doros?
Voxel will kind of chime in and just say, "He's gone. I'm sorry. We need to go."
Did you see it happen,
Voxel? One of the people up there?
He was in line. I couldn't tell, but by the time I think that we would have gotten chased down, they didn't seem to notice anything that was happening. So my thought is that he is very much gone.
Q's eyes are going to start to water and say, "I think we should go."
I'm going to be looking quickly between all three, and I see Q and pat her on the side and say, "Okay, let's go. Let's get out of here."
I'm going to offer Q a hug.
She accepts.
I was like, do I
Vox
need to roll
keeps
the
walking.
hug? Do I
Vox
need to roll
keeps
the
walking.
grapple?
Roll for
Here at night
friendship.
school, it's all about consent. All right, so are you leading them to where you entered the rift?
Yes.
It's a fairly long journey, but go ahead and Finley, give me a survival check as you try to trace your steps back.
Voxel, how are you feeling after your tumble?
I am in so much pain. My back, it just feels like I've got just barbs everywhere, all up and down my spine, and I gotta be honest, I haven't felt like such an old man in a long time.
I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder and like, why, like your back real quick and cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
Great, Jessica.
You hear a sound that no man should make after hurting his back. Just,
And I'm gonna say that I was already a little nervous, but that totally distracted me. And I go, oh no, I don't know. I rolled a 1.
It's pretty dark down here, and
And that was distracting.
all the trees look like trees.
9 health, Voxel.
yeah, buddy.
Hopefully you're slightly better
Yeah.
feeling.
9 points of chiropractic health.
Whatever you did, that actually wasn't that bad.
It's mostly your chakras I was concentrating on, sorry.
Yeah, gotta open up that earth chakra. You just gotta get the.
Maybe next time I'll heal some of the gaping wounds.
Oh my gosh, Hovda. All right, so as you begin to wander aimlessly through this forest, go ahead, roll me a d20, Finley.
Oh no.
Hey, it's Finley, not Kelnys. But it is still me, it's still me rolling the dice.
I know, that's like the common denominator of Kelnys and Finley.
17.
Ooh. All right. As you begin traveling, you get about 20 minutes into this walk, and you do see throughout some of the brush, a good distance away, I mean, it would be another 15, 20 minutes of heading in that direction. You see the sloping of the rising pyramid shape, and there is a bright, not super bright, but like a glowing aura of pink light that is kind of swelling on top. And as you keep maneuvering over in the direction that you believe is where you're going, the trees themselves do begin to open up and there's less coverage. And in the distance, you see on the ground a lumped body that it's not decayed. You do see that it is a large, thicker personage, but it is definitely dead.
I want to stealthily go check that body very quickly.
All right, go roll a stealth check.
15.
As you kind of creep over to it, and you get low enough where you almost can hide behind this body. It's how massive it is. It is a dragonborn, but it is black-scaled. And the body itself looks mangled and just snapped in half.
Can I do some sort of investigation or something to see if I can figure out maybe what caused it?
Yeah, so do a survival check.
18.
This shows a lot of signs of creatures that have fallen very hard from very, very high places. And as you kind of look up, you see that you are right at one of the openings of the rift. Go ahead. What's your passive investigation?
11.
Okay. You kind of look at it, and then you scour the ground to look at the impact and the debris, and you begin noticing a few feet off, there are remnants of a deteriorated bone that stick out. Not a full body, but the whole place around this area for about 40 feet is littered with various different bones that have been picked clean.
We're not right there, right?
No.
Okay.
You can see this. She just scampered off.
Oh, okay.
Vox is
Is
gonna
that
kind
who
of
you're looking for?
No.
He's looking for a bronze one, Q.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I know I feel like we vaguely met some in the Zaget.
Well, yeah, there were a few. But I don't know who she was looking for.
No, I don't recall his name. I know he was the one who helped us.
If you give me a second, I think I might remember.
Smuggle Kelnys back into the Zaget.
I'm going to sneak back to the group. And I'm going to tell them, well, that's not him. But it's this one has black scales, and I think it fell from the rift, but I don't understand, there are bones everywhere. Like they've been eaten off of. I know we need to get out of here. Can I just have a couple minutes? Like just a couple.
Yeah. Do you need some help with something?
Well, I just want to try something. I want to cast locate object, and I'm thinking about about my dragonborn friends night circlet. I can only think about one thing, right?
Yeah, he was also not a knight, so he didn't have the circlet. He has no tell and no circlet. I mean, you would be familiar with his armor and his clothing.
He has no tail?
So just as a reminder, because you've all played in my game, if they are true Dragonborn, they're born with a tell, and it's those who are given rank as Zaget knights. If you don't have a tell, you work as artisans, citizens, or you can be in the army. So he is a guard.
Okay.
But he's not a knight.
Okay.
There's probably a knight that is above him that is his supervisor.
Okay. Then I would like to be thinking of not his armor, but like the clothes he wore underneath his armor.
Okay. And it's 600 feet, correct? Is that your range?
I think it's 1,000.
Oh, yeah. So you kind of
1,000.
Go into your meditative state for a moment, and you start getting this little blip in your mind that's coming from the direction you came from. It is coming from the pyramid. Not at the top of the pyramid, but it definitely is on one of the sides.
Okay. So, Q. Who's Doros?
Mm-hmm.
Who is Doros?
How much time do you have? Doros was my father.
Maybe. Oh. So, and he's here.
In some ways, yes. Physically, yes. Like I said, it seemed like everybody was in a trance and just, I don't know, like under some kind of spell and was being led to that pyramid thing, and they were like one by one being destroyed, or their brains were taken out or something, and it just, yeah.
It was like they were having, it was like, everything that's up in your head was like liquefied. It was like you ever seen those like big spiders that like when they bite, like they melt everything on the inside, and like when you pick up, like say like bites a rabbit, and like you pick it up and like it's like like the insides are basically liquefied. It was like it was doing that. So like it was just, and then it's just taking everything out. So it was really gross, but like it was enormous, and it was like Jocelyn was trying to repeat this thing, and then discard the body and say, "Do it again," and then she would scream, and that was all I saw. But I mean, this is like some sort of like it's like it's a factory where they like steal you. I don't know. Let's let's find that rift. I mean, I know we gotta find your friend. Maybe we go, somewhere, because we gotta go. I don't want to stand here. That's the best thing I can say. I just don't want to stand in place.
I think my friend's in line. I think I found him. I think he's in line.
Well, I will tell you, your friend is probably shackled.
And
And-
large, so pretty obvious.
Huh?
Do you still have the keys, Q?
Mm-hmm.
Well, were there like lots of like were there lots of people like keeping them in line, or could we could we go back and sneak your dad out? Like if we unlock the shackles and drag him with us,
We can
unlock the
try.
shackles, drag him with us. Would anybody stop us?
It seems like everything in this cave is trying to stop us, except for you. So one, thank you for that, and two, yeah, this place is a death trap. So we can go, but let's be real sneaky.
If you want to try, here are the keys. We can stand watch and help you, and just kind of assess the situation.
Yes, if we could just go check, and
Yeah.
he saved me, and I feel like I should return the favor.
Finley,
get it.
may I ask what this person means to you?
Well, I mean, he saved me, so I feel like I owe him. I mean, we're friends. Like, as much as two very, very different people can be friends from two very, very different worlds. But I mean, no offense, you're a human, but there's this group of humans, and they're marauding around my home and pillaging and plundering, and they're awful. And I understand that you are not one of them, but he saved me.
I get it. You do a lot for your friends. You do
Yeah.
everything you can for your friends. So yes,
And if this is such a bad place, I can't just leave him.
you're right. So here are the keys.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to go around and look, or if you want us to go around. How do you want to do this? If you're getting us out of here, like, we have to make sure you're safe, because you're the only way we're getting out of here.
Thanks. I promise I'll be careful. I promise. How far away am I?
From the pyramid itself?
From the blip.
Oh, from the blip? Somewhere roughly, I'd say 700 feet.
Okay. I'm going to keep that in my brain, and I'm going to like stealthily try to head that way, and in a as direct route as possible. I couldn't get all the words in the right order.
Whoever's going, make a stealth check.
I'm going.
I'm going. Sorry.
Voxel, are you up for this?
So it's a 13.
24.
Feels so different to not be
It
Kelnys.
feels so different.
26.
12.
Okay. As you begin making your way a good 15 minutes into this slow, careful walk, you do start hearing up ahead this kind of shuffling of feet, and you see one of those processional lines moving. And at the front of it is Jocelyn Reese. But this is not the same group of people that you saw earlier, as your dad is not with them. They're about a good 60 feet ahead, and you see them moving, and you begin stalking with them as they eventually do reach a stair step that goes up one side of the pyramid, and they begin to ascend. At which point you see coming down the steps is Jocelyn Reese. And as this mirrored image of Jocelyn stops, you see a sight of two twins speaking to each other back and forth in the same dialect, in the same voice quality, as they go into a language that has a shimmer to it, if not a terrifying timbre. What languages do you speak, Finley?
I speak. Let's see. I speak Common, and I speak Elvish, and I'm pretty sure I speak Dwarvish. Hang on.
So it's none of those languages.
But there might be another one I'm trying to remember. Wait, maybe instead of Dwarvish, it was Undercommon. Hang on.
I think you chose Undercommon.
Yes. Oh, I found it. Never mind. Common, Elvish, Gnomish, Undercommon.
Yeah, it's none of those languages.
Okay.
This is one that you have heard other people speak, Q and Voxel and Raystrom, I don't believe so, because Dakar was with them. But it has that hint that Q would be more familiar with this, that very attractive looking angelic being. It's the same language.
Not infernal, is it?
No, it's to be celestial.
Okay.
As one begins to talk and kind of shakes their head, walks over and starts picking up the chains and kind of looking at different people, drops it, and you see there's this angry exchange back and forth before the first one turns and begins pushing the other one out of the way, and the group follows behind her. And then the second Jocelyn marches in flank position as they carry themselves up towards the top.
How many people are in the group?
About 12.
Okay. Finley, I don't know how you think.
I'm just gonna wait for them to go and keep going, because we got this way.
Okay.
But is it? I mean,
it's up, but it's not straight in the direction they're going.
Okay. But also, hey, are those twins? I mean, I guess it makes sense if you're twins. Like, sometimes you're like opposites attract, but sometimes you're like, yeah, I have the same life motive, and I'm gonna be evil. And I mean, I don't know, but were they twins? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We gotta go. Let's go.
Yeah.
As you begin scaling up, carefully sneaking, you get to about 40 feet in the air. There is a platform that begins to edge off and takes the perimeter of this fairly large structure. You begin to walk along the platform itself, and then after wrapping around one side, you see another group of people. Already gone up, but on a different side of the pyramid and scaling. And at the front of theirs is Jocelyn Reese.
Wait.
I have a feeling either all of these are Jocelyn or none of these are Jocelyn.
Who's Jocelyn?
We'll explain later, but she
looks like
a terrible person.
And she's basically tried to kill us several times.
Yeah. long story. She's bad news, but I don't know if any of these are actually her, and I don't know if. I don't think it matters.
Okay.
How are we going to get your friend out?
If what happened in the mansion is what I saw, like I don't know that any of these people necessarily are.
Yeah.
They are.
I think it's some kind of magic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we have to keep going this way because
Okay.
he's this way. He's this way.
Okay.
As you begin traveling, this time you go up one more flight, and you're now at a new landing, about 70 more feet up in the air. And you begin following around the corner to the next blip. And as you turn, you see the tail end of one more group of people moving as they begin climbing. They're now at the top as they begin to walk onto the flat surface that is the very pinnacle of this structure.
Well, if we're going to get him out, we have to get him out now.
That group is where you're getting your blip from.
I want to kind of like peek around the corner to see if I can see where in line he is.
Roll me a perception check. I believe you have dark vision, so just regular check.
Okay, 21.
You don't see the full group. You do see some taller figures that are towards the front. And then at the very back, there is one elderly man that is just being kind of dragged across as he's struggling to keep up and begins to fall. And you can see he has no strength in his body as the group just begins to drag him up the remaining steps. And he's just getting his head pounded into each one of the steps along the way. But nobody seems to stop, to help, or to slow down, to allow him a brief moment to regain his strength and stand.
I told you, they're all in a trance.
Vox is going to look in his disguise kit and see if he can do a little match for the robes. Now, with a disguise kit, I'm assuming that only applies to me. I can't do that, like, to somebody else.
What are you trying to do? Because keep in mind, the disguise kit, we're talking like you have a little box, almost like a makeup box.
Yeah, that's
small prosthetics. You're not going to have
We'll get somebody
fabric,
wardrobe.
a sewing machine. Like you have to.
Wait,
well,
Vox. Vox, wait. How far does your floating hand go?
30 feet.
Could he help him up? Help him up.
Well, maybe help him up, but also
Vox-
like maybe
Vox
the
will use
floating
his-
hand can take the key and try to unlock it.
That's a good idea. Vox is going to send the hand to like at least like lift the head so it's not like dragging. Just like
Okay.
I'll use my mage hand and thumb wrestle. No, I'll mage hand the keys out of Finley's hands and try and do the lock.
Whoa.
Finley, are you giving him up?
Yeah.
Okay. As you travel with the hand, go ahead and roll. I mean, it's.
I'm not traveling with the hand.
No.
I let the keys go.
You Mary Poppins over.
Holding onto a balloon.
So you're gonna do your sleight of hand, or sorry, it's I mean, basically it's a D20. You don't get sleight of hand on this because it's not your hand.
Me?
No.
I was gonna say I have no control over this mage hand thing.
12.
12 on the dice.
It takes a few attempts, but with Vox cradling the head and not letting it just shake too much, you do manage to get his shackles, and then the rest of the group begins to leave as he falls. He doesn't fall down, but he does slide over and slump, and he kind of sits and leans against one of the steps right before getting to the top.
We are too close to the top. I don't think.
I mean, is that your friend?
That old guy? No.
Oh,
Dragonborn. You said you'd seen a Dragonborn before.
I have. I said to unlock your friend.
Well, is that your dad?
No.
It's just an old man.
I mean, not just an old man. He matters
Somebody,
too. But,
yeah.
Trying to be kind to someone.
Hey, Raystrom, think you can also do that with a Finley's friend.
And like hold his hand and bring him back.
Vox will use disguise self.
Oh wait,
Um,
wait.
No?
We are so
What?
close to the top. What if one of those Joshua's notices?
Hurry, Raystrom, do it.
No, we're so close to the top.
Vox will use disguise self to look like the old guy that just fell.
Okay, you have to get closer to actually see what he looks like.
Okay. Wait, how far away am I from him?
From him, 30-ish, 40-ish feet.
Ooh, no, never mind. Vox will not. Sorry, I was thinking we were close in that. Sorry.
Nah.
Sorry.
We can't take them all on.
Well, no, but I just thought we were unshackling your friend. That's all I wanted to do.
Well, yeah, but what if they? Oh God, I don't know. Can you unshackle him? Can you unshackle him and pull him with your hand? That's not your
Not
hand.
without getting closer and not at the same time. It's only
If we're gonna do something, we need to
What
do
do
it
they
right
do
now.
up there?
And it's either just we go big and whatever happens.
No. Stop it. We're not going big. I'm not big. We're not doing anything big.
You got another fireball in you, Voxel?
No.
Fireball,
No,
that's big.
no.
Stop it. Shh.
No.
Humans. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. What's happening up there? Like, what are they doing?
They're going to take their brains out, and then they cast the body away just like an empty cask. So that's why I'm saying we need to move now. If we're gonna do something, let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Okay.
So where are y'all going?
Yeah, let's go. We going up or down?
We just said we're going. We didn't say where.
You'll do that pretty often, yeah.
Mhm.
You can't say
We
where you're
do
going to
that
go.
on
You just don't say
purpose.
how.
We did that on purpose for a reason. So you're up to no good.
I would like to sneakily descend back down and head back towards the direction I think my exit point is.
Q is following.
All right.
Sneaky.
Same.
Okay.
Attempting.
Vox, Raystrom, what are y'all doing?
Follow.
Okay.
Yeah,
The whole time
yeah.
I'm saying, I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, you begin to make your way down.
I'm sorry. 14. I'm sorry.
Is Vox going down?
Yeah. Vox is following.
Vox, do you have any tricks left in up your sleeve?
No tricks. We're not doing tricks. We're leaving. We're getting out of here. We're staying small.
I can try to look like that old man, but it's not gonna. I don't think this is a good idea.
I don't either, but I mean, I could try turning invisible and unchaining him, but trying to lead him
Yes,
away, I don't
do
think
that.
it's smart.
Do that.
If you're talking about the old man, you already unchained the old man. He's just sitting on the steps. The rest of the group is up at the top.
No. I'm talking about going up further.
Oh, gotcha.
If you think you can, but I basically.
I mean, I know I
this
can, but I don't know if it's the smartest move because
What
none
are
of
you
us are
talking
in,
about?
We already left.
none of us are in fighting shape.
They're still just
I'm
standing
not in
there.
fighting shape.
They'll figure it out.
If you want
Just
to
keep
try
going.
it, I mean, I can wait here. I can try to hide, and if something happens, I can send up a blast or something. But
If I knew what was going on up there, it would make it
we don't even know what this dragon one looks like. So
exactly.
it's your call, man.
I think we should probably head down because if there's more than one Dragonborn, I wouldn't know, or more than one Bronze Dragonborn, I wouldn't know who I'm trying to get. All right, so I'll start heading down.
So you are just gonna go down?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You make your way back down the pyramid. As you are traveling down, whoever's in the front, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, dang it. Okay. 15.
15. As you are coming down that first platform, kind of terrace ledge, you go down the second one, and you see out of the forest moving is another group of people, led by Jocelyn Reese.
Oh shit. Okay, be sneaky. You be sneaky. Are they being sneaky?
They can be.
Let's go.
All Right.
Okay.
As the two of you pull off to the side, the other two, since y'all came down later, you see them kind of dart to the side to get out of the way as Jocelyn begins bringing people up the staircase that you're on.
I'm assuming there's no walls on the, how high up are we?
For you, that would be about 120 total feet.
Oh, no. I was thinking of it just like, hey,
Because it's not a full, it's not like you're walking down a slant. It's walk, flat, walk, flat.
Yeah. Part of me was just thinking out like hanging from like oh boy,
But there's walkways that go around the whole thing, so y'all don't have to stay there on the stair. Y'all can move to the side.
Yeah, let's just move out of the way as best we can.
All right, so go ahead and roll me a stealth check for Vox and Raystrom.
Oh gosh, that's a 7.
Okay.
Oh, come on, high roll. 6.
Q, you see this? You see where Jocelyn's coming, and you kind of tuck down the small gnomish Finley easily kind of like pulls and almost is like hidden within your like grasp
between the legs.
Yeah, like full on just like what are we like? She's realizing really quickly that something's bad. She sees it, but you hear up above the chattering and the heavy footfall of Raystrom and Vox.
Why aren't they being quiet? Why are they so loud?
If we're loud, it makes them louder.
Right, as they begin coming up, and Jocelyn kind of stops and she looks up and she goes, "We have 2 stragglers. You there. Please come and join us."
Vox will just try to like very like, from at least the like the body type or body language that the other people have been doing. He's going to try to mimic it in very like zombie-esque, like get behind the line, and as soon as she turns around, he wants to try to gun it, but
okay,
he's just
So as you walk down, roll a deception check, or you know what? Let's make this fun. Do a performance check.
It's an 11.
Okay. What about you, Raystrom?
Seeing Voxel, I'm gonna sort of follow his lead.
Okay, same thing. Roll a performance.
18.
Oh.
As you come down, Jocelyn in her wide armored stance
training
kind of looks over and kind of puts her hand in front of you, Vox. Speak. Did you come from Folly? From Rift? Or did you come from the caverns?
From the Folly.
Certainly hope you're not the one that they keep talking about.
No.
How did you get loose?
I do not know.
Were you released?
I do not know. I was to follow you, madam.
And you? Are you from the same area?
Yes.
And who led you down here?
I've just been following this one.
Well, you're moving in the wrong direction.
Vox will just be like, yes, madam, and just try to follow in line.
Oh no, she's turning you around and she's moving you up. Lead on.
Yeah, Vox will follow the group very slowly.
Right, as she begins to maneuver you up, what are you doing, Raystrom?
I'm following Voxel.
Right. Q, you and Finley see your friends get stopped, redirected, and they begin to ascend the steps.
Is the Jocelyn behind them?
So it's Raystrom, Vox, Jocelyn, the line of people.
How far away are we?
For you, y'all would have traveled, y'all have been somewhere around 30 to 40.
How far away are we from that body that we freed?
Oh, the old man?
Yeah.
Well, y'all walked back around the other side because y'all went to go hide.
Okay.
So
okay.
he's out of view.
Okay.
Let's say about 40 feet.
Okay. Vox is going to like tumble forward, just kind of like he trips or whatever, and just like fall flat.
Okay. As you tumble forward and hit. What is this? Which one among us brought another weakling? Kind of kicks you on the side. Get up.
Vox is going to very slowly try to get up. How close is she to the edge?
To the edge of what?
Just like the edge of the stairs.
I mean, the stairs are about 4 feet wide, so she's right in the middle.
And then just like past that is like basically a cliff, right?
Not a dead cliff. I mean, if you were to go off of it, you would slide down the side of the pyramid to the next level.
Okay. All right, never mind. All right. Vox will just like slowly try to get up, and then just kind of look at like Raystrom, like, hey, help me out. And
as you begin to be escorted further and further, you now break to the top. Raystrom, since you're first, you see 4 pods of individuals, all chained to their pod, and you are ushered forward as you lead as a 5th pod. In front of you, a large vat filled with liquid, and inside a brain tissue mass that begins to just slowly rotate and raise and fall as if it were breathing. And this ever imminent pink glow. And as you see the person in front of it fall to the side, you quickly are reminded of your friend Kelnys as you can see that liquid just falling down, that cerebral fluid and that brain matter that just oozes out of the skull. And up ahead you see Jocelyn Reese kick the body over the side as it tumbles off to the ground below. Another. And you see them go over and they pull over one more. A young girl, forced down to her knees as she sits there and watches it without saying a word. And you see it take one after another, and each time violently just reducing the brain itself to mush. And as it forces in this strange liquid, the liquid itself burns through the skull, and they kick the body over the side. Finally, out of anger, the Jocelyn at the front by the vat walks over to another one and grabs her, pulls her forward, and says, "We have to find the vessel. If we don't find the vessel soon, she will get angry."
While this is happening,
Bring him. And the other Jocelyn, "Are you sure? He's the only bargaining chip we have. Bring him. He's basically an empty vessel anyway." At which point, the Jocelyn is released and moves through the crowd. "He's not here. Where's the old one? Find him!" And you see 2 of the Jocelyn's leave their pod and begin to walk. Eventually you hear, "We've got him. Somehow he managed to get out of his shackles. Looks like the lock was undone. Are you sure you were alone when you came here? As they begin to bicker at each other, one Jocelyn yelling at another, and you see them kind of maneuver through the pods. The alpha at the vat steps forward and says, "Whose pod did he belong to?" Silence. One of the Jocelyn's kind of stands up slightly more, and before she can even speak, the alpha Jocelyn shoves her hand straight through the body, and you see a bloodied gauntlet on the other side. And then, for a moment, there's a shaking spasm of the body before, as the fist clenches, the body just melds into the alpha Jocelyn and is absorbed. Bring him to me. Q and Kelnys, what are you doing?
Ouch.
Do we see any of this?
Y'all never went up?
Okay. Well,
What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
well, hold on.
Really good friends with them. I don't think we're. Oh God.
Well, when they turned around, Q wanted to start following behind the line. There was just a lot going on. There was a lot of talking.
Yeah, I'll say that you're walking that way.
It's
I'll
like
walk with
walking
her.
behind the line, like close enough to look like they're in the line, but still like kind of looking and everything.
I'd say with Jocelyn's attention on your companions at the front and dealing with them, you would have been easily able to sneak in.
Okay.
So yeah, you would have seen this then.
Okay.
Can I talk to Voxel real quick?
You can try.
Well, that's what I say. Like, is the coast clear enough that I can whisper to him?
You can find out.
I would like to investigate to see if anyone is close to me that is not the mindless stumbling people.
I'm not going to let you have that investigation because I'm really going to challenge all of you. Tell me what you want to do.
That's what I want to do. I want to see who is in earshot of me.
Is
Everybody
the
is. There are literally hundreds of people standing on this platform, and you have no idea who is who's on whose side. They're all just standing around you. You can make your own assumptions as a player, but I'm not going to tell you who is listening and who is not. You need to talk or whisper.
Vox is gonna turn around just a little bit to Raystrom and just like give like a slight motion, like kind of tucked under, like, you know, just by his ribs or something. He's just trying to keep his hands concealed, and so just like unlock everyone as quiet as he can.
But what did you say?
Unlock everyone.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. Sorry.
Sorry. Hit him on the head. More Brockton. So he's just gonna say, unlock everyone.
I'm gonna whisper back. Can you get in your amulet?
You can.
That doesn't do us any good.
Just make a run for it.
Get in your amulet now.
Vox is going to try to just he's gonna make a break for it, and he's gonna try to run down the steps.
Okay. Q. Roll a perception check as you reach this top of the line and you see what's going on.
Ooh, nat 20.
Yeah.
I'm scared of what I'm gonna see.
You watch all of this conversation happen, and as you look around, you see the people in the pods slowly beginning not to walk away, but heading towards the edges as they break and make room for each Jocelyn to search for this body. And as the alpha says, bring him, you see them violently dragging this weakened elderly man who you immediately recognize as Dakar's father, Dakath Malkoa. And that's where we're going to take a break right now.
Oh my god.
So rest up, go use the restroom, do what you got to do, and then figure out what you're going to do. Because now it's time to make a choice.
Okay.
Are we ready?
No, we're not.
We're jumping back in.
I'm going to be a little upset if I have to build a whole nother new character for this.
I mean, do what you got to do. All right, as you see Dakath Malkoa being pushed forward, and the alpha Jocelyn kind of grabs him on the shoulders and says, "Make me proud. Whoever emptied you did me a favor." And then kind of moves him towards the vat. At which point you still see all of those human individuals, or the humanoid individuals, begin to start moving away and clearing space.
I'm gonna follow suit, like, as they're making space, because they're making space so they can walk towards the vat, correct?
Yep.
So they are not past us yet.
They're on the opposite side of the where y'all are. Your Jocelyn was one of the Jocelyn's that left and went to go search.
Got it.
And since y'all were around the corner of where y'all freed the old man, he's on the right side of y'all.
Okay.
Is this important? Is he important? He's just an old man. We should go.
Yes, but we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Go now.
Let's go. Go. Okay, bye.
At which point you see one of the Jocelyn's kind of walk up to the alpha and says, "Could this be the moment?" And kind of puts her hand on the vat and begins to kind of use the gauntlets to kind of rub, and you hear that shrieking kind of press sound on the glass. And then she puts her forehead, and you see white hair begin to kind of grow out of this reverse ombre out of Jocelyn's black. And at which point you see the facade begin to change, and there's this magnificently structured celestial woman in very, very form-fitted battle gear, except her features harsh, gaunt, dark-skinned, black-eyed, with streaks of what looks like white lightning painted across the face. And she kind of has a hiss that comes to her voice, and you get one word. My lady. What do you want to do?
Oh, I had already said I wanted to run the opposite way.
I would like to run sneakily away.
Yeah, same.
All right, as y'all begin to run the other way, the body gets pushed down, and Dakath sits in front as he kind of just not aware of what's going on, looks up, and the pincer comes out as it reaches forward and then begins to drill straight into the forehead of Dakath Malkoa, whose body begins to convulse. And you see that liquid shuttle through the tube of the pincer. But the body doesn't decay. The liquid stays within the skull. And after a few minutes of pumping, the brain in that vat begins to fully glow a bright orange hue before dying away, and the coloration of that cerebral tissue is white and gray and cold. And then Dakath steps up. I'm back. And she grabs Dakath's head, or Dakath grabs his own head. Oh, it's so loud. but I can deal with this voice. Laugh at it all you want. This body doesn't belong to you anymore. No worries. When I'm finished with the boy's family, I'll come and find you and your sisters. Zerafina, is that your name? I look forward to seeing you soon. Oh. One of the other Jocelyn's kind of walks up. Did it work? In an instant, the hand shoves into that Jocelyn and rips through as well and begins to absorb her body in as the other one begins panicking and starts stumbling backwards. And as she begins running in the direction of Raystrom and Voxel, you see the hand shoot through, and right in front of Voxel's face, the body of the last Jocelyn gets absorbed. Oh, it's gonna take a while. It's a good thing there's so much meat to get me through. She takes her bloodied hand and kind of runs it across your cheek, Voxel. What about you? Do you like it down here?
Yes, mistress.
No.
Voxel's trying to just sell it as, he's just as out of it as he can be.
Roll a deception check.
Non-natural 20.
Non-natural 20?
Non-natural 20.
You do have some spunk in you. Funny, I didn't see it before. Why don't you come with me? I'm sure there's something on the surface that you need, and I hate to travel alone. What say you? Do you care to join me to the Oculus?
What is the Oculus, madam?
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, it's a 10.
Vox? You would do anything for this woman. Even though the voice is stuck in the body of an old elderly man, you would die for this woman. As for the rest of them, we don't need them. Take care of them for me, dear. And she begins to walk away. Do you have any spell slots on you, Vox?
The only thing that would, well, no, as far as spells go, no, I do not.
Okay. Eldritch Blast it is. Go ahead and roll me 4 d20s and roll an Eldritch Blast. You're shooting 4 off. As Q and Finley, you hear screams from the people you've never heard. They were so silent, and now the loudest shrieking screams of terror as you see these blasts of green and black-hued light pulsating off of the stonework above you. What are those numbers?
13, 4, 12, and 2.
The first 2 jet off and just blow holes into a couple of the innocent bystanders who immediately fall to the ground and die. A couple of them begin pushing over each other as you shoot one and it impacts on the stone surface right on the edge. However, a couple of them get toppled over the side as they're all chained together and one pod drags the others down, and you just see bodies chained together rolling down the side as they impact on the first terrace level from the top, and you just hear voices go silent from that pod. The last one you turn and you throw it and it goes in another direction and it impacts in the back of an elderly woman who immediately falls down and is being dragged by the fleeing group of passerbyers, at which point you just calmly make your way and start walking towards the crowds. What are you doing, Raystrom, as madness just took a turn for the worse?
Can I just try and slap him out of it?
You can go and make an attack on him, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, roll an attack.
Maximum effort.
Maximum friendship.
17.
17. I believe that will hit. Roll some damage. And at that, let's roll some initiative.
Oh, God.
That is a 12.
7 damage.
I don't want high initiative on this one.
All right. Many of these people are dead. However, Vox, you would have been running this way. This one is gone. That one is gone. That one is absorbed. And Dakath Malkoa would be going this direction. As Voxel, you would be traveling this way. So Raystrom, you would have gotten right behind him and slapped him there. As for Q and Finley, you would have been making your way down the steps.
But you said we did hear screams.
Yes.
And
Okay.
we saw the like flashes of.
So you are rolling
Okay.
initiative as well.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Let's start from the top. So that'll be Finley. What's your initiative?
17.
Vox.
12.
Raystrom.
8.
Q.
Nat 20 plus 5.
Ooh. Alrighty. And for Dakath Malkoa. Was not thinking this was going to happen today.
Oh.
Give me a second.
Damn it, Finley.
I'm so sorry.
Alrighty, that is for initiative. Where's your initiative? Oh, there's no initiative bonus. Oh. Okay. Alright, that's going to take us top of the order. Q.
So Q is going to run up to where she thinks Raystrom was. So she's just going to run right back up and see what's going on.
Okay. Ooh, hold on.
As far as she can.
It was like you did something to your screen, right?
There we go. Yeah, that's right. So that would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We get you there to that terrace.
Okay, then I'm going to use my bonus action to dash.
Okay. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We get you that far.
Okay. And that will be my turn.
It's going to take us to Finley.
I'm gonna look around and go, what is happening? We were supposed to run away. And then I'll chase after her. But I only have 25 minutes.
Actually, I took you this way. I could have taken you this way, and you can get all the way up to him. Q.
Okay.
You know what? And then I'm going to... Can I use my movement and then use an action to dash?
Yes, you can.
I'm going to do that to get as far as I can.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. You can get pretty much there.
Okay.
Winded.
Your little legs move so quickly.
When they have to. They're supposed to be running the other way.
Wait, could I have said something to Raystrom?
Yes.
Okay. We gotta go. Let's go. And that's all I'm gonna say.
All right, that's gonna take us to Voxel. Voxel, you're battling all three of them. Figure it out.
I'm assuming the wisdom saving throw is. I'd like to try to shuck this. Is that even an option or no?
Well,
he'll tell you.
Yeah, if I can, I can. Then yes, but if not, then that would be my.
As of right now, you're compelled to attack, so you need to attack one of them.
All right, I will attack. The one
attack
closest to me, so that'll be Raystrom. So that'll be all right. That'll be a 14 to hit. Oh, it's a disadvantage, right?
Yeah, it's a disadvantage. It's still a miss, though.
Oh, yeah. Right.
As you shoot off your Eldritch Blast, but Raystrom, just being so close, ducks to the side and it flies off. Q, you would see this, as it'd be right there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Vox, is there anything else you want to do?
Vox will just say, leave the mistress alone, as he casts that. So,
okay.
And that'll be it.
All right, at which point you see our Dakath is going to stop at the stairwell and kind of laughs. And then he points over at Q. So Q, let's get some spellage going today. Right. Q, can I have you... Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to send a guiding bolt your way.
Okay.
All right, as the guiding bolt strings your way, that is an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
All right, that is going to do... Ooh. That is 19 points of necrotic damage that slams into you, and you now glow this imminent, purplish bright light, so the next attack against you has advantage.
Okay.
And that's going to be the turn. That's going to take us to Raystrom.
I'm going to start by saying the evil entity's in the old man and has Vox under his spell. And I want to move around 1 right, 2 up to flank Voxel.
Okay, you can go right there.
Oh, is there an edge or something?
Yeah, that's an edge.
Oh, okay. Okay. Would that attack still be an advantage?
Sure.
I'm gonna attack Voxel. 24 to hit.
It's
10 damage. And I'm gonna attack Voxel again. 14 to hit.
That matches it. So yeah. So it's
10 more damage.
All right, Voxel. Now you may throw a wisdom saving throw.
All right, I'm gonna stack. And I'm gonna stack Dark Winds. Oh, mother hell. Okay. That's it. So yeah, that'll be it.
That'll be what?
Yeah, no, I failed. It was a 1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You are still compelled to fight. All right, that's gonna be anything else, Raystrom?
Ooh. No, because I already said something. So nope, that's it.
All right, Q.
Q really doesn't want to hurt that guy, so she's going to throw her last bead of force at him. So you need a dex save of 15, and that's her last one.
Who are you throwing it at?
At Dakath.
Okay. That is a natural 20.
Okay. And that will be Q's turn.
All right, Finley.
Okay. Confused at the fact that the human is attacking someone of the group, but having heard what he said, and also seeing this old man who seems super evil, I'm going to be super torn, but I'm going to go ahead and try to shoot the old man with an arrow. Just a regular old arrow. 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Um, 7 damage. And then I'm gonna shoot off another one real fast. 17 to hit.
That'll hit. Actually, no, I'm sorry, that is a miss.
Okay. Then I want to move. I want to move around Q to flank Vox on the other side of.
So you want to go over to this side?
Yes.
Okay. Right. Anything else you'd like?
No.
Alrighty. At which point, the arrow kind of strikes and glances on the chest a little bit. And then she kind of points at you. The little one. Hit her next. And she's going to cast Hold Person on you. So I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, Finley.
But stop scrolling. I feel like I should have an advantage of some sort, but maybe not. Yes, I do have advantage. It doesn't matter. 12.
12? With your advantage, 12?
Yeah, because I roll with advantage, right?
Yes, but you also have to add in if you have any wisdom modifier.
And that would be right there in the same saving throw box, right?
Yeah.
Yep, it's still 12.
So the compulsion comes over you and you feel that cloak itself begin to get warmer as it kind of tries to fight off this magical intrusion, and then all of a sudden you feel it just sink in as if nails are pushing into your brain and you cannot move. You are paralyzed for 1 minute. That's going to be the turn. That's going to take us back to it's going to take us to race room.
I'm gonna attack Vox again.
At advantage because I'm flanking.
That one might miss. 10.
Oh, that misses.
One more time. 19 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
6 damage.
All right.
All right, you staying where you're at?
Look at this map a little bit better. Yes.
All right, that's going to take us to Q.
Oh my god. Okay.
Can I say something for my turn real quick?
Sure.
We need to get him down to break the spell.
Okay. Q is going to hit Vox with the butt of her rapier.
Okay. Since you're not attacking with the rapier, with the blade in itself, and you're hitting with the butt, go ahead and just roll it as an unarmed attack.
Okay.
You'll still get your sneak attack damage, but...
Mm-hmm. 16?
Yeah, that hits.
So would that be just the 6s?
Yes. Well, plus
Okay.
your strength, whatever your strength... Oh, yeah, but you only have 1, so add 1 to it.
Ouch.
So all the 6s and add 1.
Not that I can say anything.
14 damage.
All right.
All right, Vox,
is down.
1 more wisdom save. Oh, you're down?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind, you're down. As you've been knocked unconscious. Anything else you want to do?
Wait, who?
Cat?
Q.
Oh,
You,
sorry.
your turn.
Sorry. No, that's all she can do on her turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to take us to Finley.
I'm paralyzed.
Okay, yes, you are paralyzed. At the end of your turn, though, you get your wisdom save. So go ahead and roll another wisdom save.
Can I use Flash of Genius to inspire Finley's roll?
Yes, you can. Add 4 to your roll.
10.
10 total with the 4?
10 total with the 4. Wait, at advantage. No, stop. Sorry. I'm
so
not used to that.
which advantage are you doing? Because you've already had the spell cast on you.
Uh-huh.
So it's not, you're not trying to avoid a magical attack anymore.
Okay, so...
It's already hit you, yeah.
Okay,
So just
so then
10.
it's 10. It's 10.
Yeah. So unfortunately, you cannot break it. You're still paralyzed. All right, Voxel, give me a death saving throw. Actually, no, they knocked you unconscious, so you're stabilized no matter what.
Oh, cool.
Ah,
Yeah. All right, that's going to take us to Dakath. Dakath is going to step forward and go, so you do have some skill. You're starting to annoy me, dear. And she begins to take her finger and she points right at you, Kat, and this black swirl of mist kind of curls around and goes straight towards your face. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. And she's going to bestow curse.
I would, can I use another reaction, or do I only get 1 per?
1 per round.
Okay.
16?
16?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh!
So the curse does not take effect. Ooh, nicely done. All right, that's going to take us to top of the order, or sorry, Raystrom.
10, 15, 20, 25. I can get within melee range, right?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. I'll run up in his face and give my best effort to attack.
All right, go for it.
25 to hit.
25 will hit.
9 damage. And the second attack of 11 to hit.
11 will not hit.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. That's going to take us to top of the order. Q.
Okay. Q is going to follow Raystrom and go up and get on the other side of Dakath. Hold on, I'm reading something. And hit him with a rapier.
Go for it.
Which end of the rapier?
The right end. The end I save for my enemies.
Just
checking.
Okay. 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
And I'm also going to use Martial Adept to use Fainting Attack on this one, so I'm going to add another d6.
Okay.
$30 damage.
All right, yeah, as you slam in, doing some severe damage.
Oh, my
And
6 was not severe?
That's pretty severe.
Damage is damage. Sparkler damage.
and is going to stay where she's at.
Okay. It's going to take us to Finley.
All right, I want to. Can I move over in front of Box? Yes. And then I want to use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark on the old man. And I'm going to try and shoot at him with my longbow. Ah, dagnabbit. 11.
Yeah, that's a miss.
20 not nat?
20 will hit.
Okay. Please. 11 damage.
11 damage. All right. Yeah. As you unleash the first one, it goes towards Dakath before it branches off and goes a different direction. And oddly enough, you just kind of pull back in, wondering what just happened, and you release another one, and it slams and it cuts deep into the face.
Okay, wait, hang on. Was I even allowed to move because I was still paralyzed?
Oh, no, you weren't. You are paralyzed. Thank you for being honest. I do appreciate that.
Okay.
So roll your wisdom save.
Put me back.
Well, your wisdom save would be the 26 or whatever you just rolled.
No, it was a 11 first or whatever.
Oh.
Ooh, how about 17?
17 will be enough, so you are not paralyzed anymore. But you can't move or attack on this action. It's next
That's
turn.
okay. Thank
you for being honest. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All right, that's going to take us to
Why are you
Voxel,
laughing?
who's still
Sorry.
down. So Voxel is still down. At which point, you see the form that was Dakath begins to kind of get fuzzy for a moment, and you see the eyes turn that solid white, and the lightning begins to kind of flicker out and cover the face. And that transformation happens where the body turns into that same figure that was Jocelyn Reese. That celestial figure that kind of turns and looks at you. And then this cloud of putrid smoke pulls out of the ears and the hair. And I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
13.
and that would have been nice. I mean, I still
19.
rolled it, but I figured it doesn't apply.
Hold on, let me make sure I do this right.
Wait. This
Yeah.
one's at advantage. Damn, 13 again.
All right, I lied. I'm sorry. It's a charisma saving throw.
Do you want us to roll again, or?
No, just add in your charisma modifier.
Or subtract it. 12.
All right, so
18.
12, 18.
I'm going to use a Flash of Genius on this one.
Okay.
8.
8 with your flash of genius.
Yep.
All right, you begin choking on this necrotic shroud of black putrid smoke. And when you look back up, it is the most terrifying image you've ever seen. Dakath's face just melting away into this, hellish looking angel. And you are frightened. So this is for 1 minute. Once your turn, on your turn, you can. Oh, sweet.
Oh.
All right, I can remember that. Make a note of that. Okay. At which point, She's going to begin to take her movement, and she's going to move down the steps and begin moving this way.
Can I take an opportunity attack?
You can at disadvantage.
What about me?
You can at advantage.
At advantage.
Or it might just be a regular roll then
Yes, it would be.
for the opportunity.
Mhm.
That's a 13 to miss.
13 is a miss.
16.
16 is a miss as well.
Okay.
All right, and that is her turn. That's going to take us to Raystrom. You cannot move closer to her. You can move further away from her. And if you attack where you can see her, it's at disadvantage.
I'm gonna move back towards Vox. Telling Q like what did that thing just turn into? And I'm going to I'm gonna check on Voxel's life signs.
Okay, go ahead and do a medicine check.
Uh, 4.
You're in a panic, and right now you just can't find a pulse, but you're not sure if it's your fault or if it's that he doesn't have a pulse.
That's my turn.
All right, it's going to take us to the top of the order. Q.
Q is... Here, hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20. Q's going to run after Dakath and try to hit him.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Thank goodness.
But it's not a sneak attack.
No, it's not a sneak
I was like, why
attack.
did you do that on the last one?
Okay. 19 damage.
Ooh. 19 damage. You still got, I mean, that would have been nice as a sneak attack.
I know. Oh my god.
But,
And she's going to use her bonus action to move 10 back so that she's like on the stairs.
all right. Put you there.
Yeah. To disengage and move back 10.
Okay, I'm going to let you have it this time.
It was still my turn.
I know, but it doesn't matter. You want you to move. I'm going to get it caught next time. That's going to take us to Finley.
I cannot see this
No.
terrifying creature. That is fine with me because I am frightened.
You are not frightened.
I thought I didn't save.
Paralyzed.
No, I'm not paralyzed. Am I?
Oh.
I never saved the paralyzed.
You're still paralyzed. You're not frightened. You weren't close enough to be frightened.
Oh, okay. Okay, then I'm not doing anything because I'm paralyzed.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your wisdom save to see if you can break the paralyzation.
17?
That will break it, so you are not paralyzed anymore.
Okay.
All right, that's going to take us to Vox, who is still down. It's Q. You see that black aura begin to shift again, and then you see one version of that dark celestial being go to the left, and another one flies to the right as it splits into 3 copies.
No.
One begins running this way, one begins running that way. And that is her turn. So that's going to take us to Raystrom.
I want to search Vox's body for any kind of healing
Body
potion.
is ready.
For healing potions?
Yeah.
Okay, do an investigation check.
26.
Yeah. Do you have any healing potions on you, Vox?
I have one. Just a regular old.
Yeah, you find it.
All right. That's my turn.
All right, that's going to take us to top of the order, Q.
Q is going to go after the original one.
You're talking about this one right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Before you attack it, I need you to roll percentile die.
That doesn't sound good.
Can I keep that attack roll?
Yes, you can.
Okay, because it was another nat 20.
Oh my gosh, how many of those have happened tonight?
I've had a few. Like
40, straight 40.
Straight 40?
Yeah.
Yeah. You go in and you just like feel this is the moment, this is the final blow, and you stab through and you go through an image and you look behind you and it reassembles and the image is just staring at you.
Okay. Not convinced that it's not one. She's going to use her bonus action to disengage and move back to where it was. Yeah.
Okay. Finley.
Okay,
You would see.
I was gonna say, can I see that image there?
Yes, you can see coming up the stairwell right next to you is
Oh no!
one of them.
No, she should just be continuing on, not coming up the stairwell.
Well, I mean, this right there, you see the stairs, and there is one.
Okay.
You also don't know that there's multiple.
Right. So would I assume that my hunter's mark is still on that one?
That is a great point. Roll me a percentile, and I'm going to make it easier for you to succeed on it.
Okay. 16.
16?
Mm-hmm.
That is the correct one.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm going to try to shoot an arrow at that one.
So the hunter's mark, you feel that sensation of, I know where they are, and then there it is, and you pull and shoot.
17.
17 is not enough to hit.
I'm going to try again. Fart knockers. It's not enough. It's 13.
13, yeah. You're so excited, but you release and it just hits off. Even though it's just flesh, those arrows just will not penetrate and sink through. Anything else you want to do?
No.
All right. That's going to take us, Foxel still down. At which point, this one is going to move up. This one is going to continue running this direction. This one is going to move there. And the one that is closest to you, Q, is going to reach forward and is going to attempt to inflict wounds. So I need you to, actually it's a roll. You know what? I need a better die. You've been rolling 20s. We need to get this. Ooh, I
you
like
had
that one.
4 at the beginning.
No, we're not going to go there.
No.
Also, you're still glowing, so at that advantage. I rolled 2 19s, so I'm pretty sure that's going to hit. It's a 25 total.
Okay.
That is 3d10 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Roll low.
Oh, okay, I'll do that for you, Hovda.
Yeah, thank you.
Who had
Not
two
too bad.
net
That's
20.
only 12 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
So 12 points of necrotic damage, and that is her turn. Raystrom.
I'm going to give the potion I just fished off of Voxel's body to him after I remove the amulet off his body. Is that doable?
I'll say it is, yes.
Okay.
The old switcheroo.
So you take the, like, as
I'm
you're...
Indiana Jones, and like, oh.
Yeah, as you're feeding, you're, like, unbuckling, unclasping, and, like, sliding it off. Vox, you do have 10 added to you. You're still unconscious, but you have 10.
All right.
Actually, no, I'd say you come back up. You're back to consciousness. Anything else you want to do, Raystrom?
I'm gonna say to Voxel, are you yourself again? As I'm like, have the potion like above him and like my hand sort of holding him down.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
That's going to take us back to the top. Q.
Would I have seen Finley attack the other one?
I'm going to let you make that call. You were pretty focused and engaged on things, and this is all happening at the same time. I don't know how much you would really pay attention to every single person.
Okay. Then I'm going to attack the one in front of me. It's going to be 18 to hit.
18. You hit it, and it strikes through, and the image disappears, and then reforms.
Okay. Then Q is going to use her bonus action to disengage and move 10 towards the center of... You know what? We'll say 15. Right there.
15 to the center.
Yeah.
All right, Finley.
Okay. Can I see the true evil being right now?
Yes, you can.
No, that's the
Can
copy.
I ask a question real
Oh,
quick?
sorry. Yeah, right there.
Okay.
I would say no. You know the direction they went, but you would have to get to the edge.
Okay. What's your question? Or can you?
Can I ask something real quick?
Sure.
Do I get to make saves ever on that frighten, or is it just?
For the frighten.
Because I think it's been at least 2 turns, maybe 3.
It has. This isn't a spell, so let me double check real quick.
Oh, okay.
This is one of those features.
I gotcha.
Oh, and I forgot to do that thing I was supposed to do. Right.
Oh,
yeah.
darn.
You're not frightened anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, it only lasts for that one
Antagonize
turn.
him.
However,
However, Finley's turn.
it is Finley's turn.
However,
And Finley, since you're so eager, when that real one came up and saw you, and it saw saw Raystrom, the person who's frightened of it, the eyes quickly glance at you, and immediately out of Raystrom's body, a surge of black energy comes and slams into your back, and you're going to take 10 necrotic damage automatically.
Sorry, Finley.
Right, now, Finley, you can take your turn.
I'm sure you really love humans now.
Right? It's not his fault. 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 Focus. I want to move 5. Oh, that's not gonna be close enough. Okay, I want to move towards the edge, so between Raystrom and Voxia 5, and then sideways 10. And I can see. I don't want to go over the edge.
Yeah, that'd be on the edge, so you could see over there.
Now, what would happen if I... No, never mind. I'm not going to do a what if with you. That's a terrible idea. Not because of you, but because you're going to say, explain it, make it more detailed, do it. And I'm not. I'm just going to try and shoot my arrow with my hunter's mark.
Sure.
Oh, do I want to do that, though?
Do it.
I do want to do that. 20 to hit, not nat.
Yes, that'll hit.
Shooter!
14 damage on the first one. Hopefully there will be another one. 24 to hit.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a nat.
Go ahead.
Aw, dagnabbit. 5 damage.
Oh. Okay.
And that's all I can do right now.
Alrighty. At which point, it is now Voxel's turn.
what is Voxel's current state of?
Laying on your back.
I mean, like as far as like,
Nice.
is he still under the
Nope. It's all you.
um ooh, the Jocelyn-looking person to his right? He's gonna hit him with the Eldritch Blast.
All right. So right now they would have a little bit of cover, but you can still cast it.
Okay, yeah. Was there? Oh shoot! No, that's right. Oh, that is a 22.
And he's back in the game.
Woo!
That is unfortunately a miss.
Oh.
Oh boy. And Vox will step back step down like 2. Yeah, like a little closer. Yeah, right there. And that'll be it.
Alrighty. At which point, looking and feeling really horrible, she's going to surge some energy in her hand. She's going to cast. Oh, let's do Cure Wounds at 4th level. So 4d8 plus. 4d8. Ooh. All right. So we'll get that back. And then she's going to look up at Finley and just kind of wink. And there's going to be another surge that comes off of Racestrom's body and slams into you. That's 10 more necrotic damage.
Yeah, get away.
Pooping nabbed it.
At which point, she's going to run down the steps. We'll go here. This one's going to run up to Q. This one's going to run up and flank Q. That is their turn. That's going to take us to Raestrom.
Seeing that, I'm gonna flank the one on my side that's flanking Q, and attack it with my spear.
Okay. As you stab through, it pushes through and hits nothing but smoke that closes up again.
What is this witchcraft? That's my turn.
All right, that's going to take us to top of the order, Q.
So Q, having seen Finley go to the edge and make her attacks that way, and also seeing Vox go that way, Q is going to run in that direction.
Okay.
As far as she can, using her bonus action to dash.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Yeah, and
Right.
she's going after.
You're going to get an attack of opportunity against you, though.
Okay.
And it's going to reach forward, and it's going to cast Bestow Curse. Actually, no, it can't. So it's going to cast... Oh, where are you at? Where are my touches? Touch, 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 touch. Oh, this will be fun.
Oh, no, it won't.
Oh, yes, it will be. Okay.
Doesn't sound like it. Take a vote. Take a vote.
No. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. All right, so we're going to do Inflict Wounds again.
Okay.
But this time, we're going to do it... let's do it another one at 4th level. So,
That'll be fun.
yeah, it's going to be totally a blast. That is a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
That is 6d10 this time.
Okay.
You have wounds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. That's a 10.
You're just
9.
down now.
No, you cannot die now.
That's 33 points of necrotic damage.
All right, so Q is down over here.
Okay. I'll put you back. All right, so you're over here and you're down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't want it. Alrighty, that's going to be your turn. That takes us to Finley.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and shoot arrows at that one.
Go for it.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Woo!
Okay. Double both die, then add the modifier. You suck. You are better. 13 damage on the first one. Hopefully there will be a second one. 20 not nat to hit.
That'll hit.
Hey. Okay. Better. 14 damage.
14 damage. All right, Finley, how do you want to do this?
Hey.
Walk me through it.
Okay, I kind of glance around and am panicked because obviously nothing is working on these little misty versions, really, but they can deal some damage. So just in a quick panic, phew, phew, shoot off some arrows. And then I cross my fingers and close my eyes.
You shoot, you notch 2, and they go off, and that foom foom goes. You see at that moment, right when you close your eyes, the hands are beginning to form, and there is this discoloration of purple and black that smokes over the body, and you can see the body beginning to step backwards into this door-shaped portal, and then the arrows hit, and the body falls as if it was going to fall into the portal, but the portal vanishes and it hits the ground hard. What would you like to do?
The real one's down. I want to look around and see what happens to the other ones.
The other 2 disappear.
She's over here. She, it, he, I don't know, this thing.
Raystrom is going to put his hands on Q, like raise up her head like in one of his hands while he's holding her body, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds 2nd level on her.
Okay.
6, 10 hit points.
Hey.
Wakey, hands off Snakey.
No, please don't say that.
It's old Badoon greeting. Sorry. We had a lot of snakes crawling around down there.
Well, what happened?
I think our
He's
new
over
friend just took care of whatever was causing all this. Right, Vox is back to normal. Vox is up and back to normal.
Okay.
Wait, what do you mean back to normal?
You were.
No,
Can we get out of
you were
here?
a jerk.
Oh, yeah, let's
Explain later.
But can we? I mean, I want to get out of here, but should we examine the body?
Oh yeah, Vox. Yeah, Vox is all over that. Like Vox wants to check the corpse. It's one of these things.
We did it.
You have 10
Vox,
seconds.
We did it.
Vox, as you make your way down the steps, feeling just beat up, you see the body, not dead yet, but just pulsing carefully, holding onto the arrows that are just sticking right where the heart would be. And you see that visage of the woman begin to fade slowly away. And it's just an old, elderly, half-elven man.
Q is gonna also go up and just kind of stand behind Vox.
Vox will approach the body.
Wait.
Are they?
Vox. And she's gonna kneel down and tell Dakath, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Is he still alive?
I don't know, but it's a really long story, but I know
Spare
this
the
man.
dying. I'm gonna try to spare the dying on him if possible.
You reach your hand, and he grabs the wrist. I've wanted to go so badly. Let me go before she comes back. Don't let her take my son. Stop her.
Who is it we're stopping?
Zerafina, the witch of the well. She took everything from me. She took my mind, my wife. She wants to take my son. I could hear her laughing, always laughing in my head, and I couldn't speak. And then I heard him. My son. He was in my mind. He was talking to me for a brief moment. All I could get out were simple words, but nothing would get his attention. As if he couldn't even understand what was going on. She's not what you think she is. And she won't rest until she has my son. Do me a favor. Don't tell Lolith that you found me. She's not to blame for any of this. I fell in love with her. It was not anybody else's doing. No matter what she looks like. Feathers and all. At which point, he kind of looks around and takes in each person. And then the eyes go fuzzy.
As he's looking at Q, Q's gonna say, Dakar loves you so much. Everything he ever did was for you.
Hey, Driana. That was her name. Hey, Driana.
The one who had you just now?
No. The one who brought me. She said she had been looking for somebody who could handle what was her name?
Hadriana?
Can
Which
I
point? Yeah, go ahead.
Hearing him say that, would I be able to do any sort of like history or knowledge or some sort of, would I know anything about that name or things that go along with that name?
For Hadriana?
To give him like a boost of what other names might be.
Not really. The lady. She kept calling it the lady. She's so powerful. Fearsome. She's coming. She's coming back. She's coming back.
Right now?
Don't let her take me. She's coming back.
What do we do? What do we do?
We go down the other side and we let her take him.
No.
No.
We need to make it quick.
I can't. Dakath. I can't. Dakar would never forgive me.
At which point,
Okay.
he stops talking altogether, and that occluded look comes back to him.
It goes in. I'm so sorry.
Q, I don't know who that was, but it you had to.
Here we go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Okay.
So I'm gonna grab her by her wrist and start to pull her along to the direction I think my
Being up higher, where you can see, go ahead and roll another survival check. I'll give you advantage on this one, as you now can see the lay of the land.
14.
It's a distance, and it's a bit a ways away, but you see the rigging in the far northern wall that leads up the side of the crag that goes towards the rift.
I'm gonna point it out to everybody so everyone can see it, so that everyone can have a sense of direction as to where we're headed. That's it. That's where we're going. That's how we get out. Let's go.
Okay.
Finley, first, do you see your friend up here?
Can I do a quick check?
There's nobody around. All the people that were there have fled down into the jungle below.
I was thinking more the bodies Voxel killed, or the ones that tumbled to their death.
None of them are dragonborn.
We'll see as we head that way.
I think your friend may be safe, or at least in less danger.
I'll keep an eye out as we leave.
As you begin making your way back, it takes a good chunk of time to get down there. I need whoever's leading to go ahead and roll another survival check.
I'll lead, still holding Q and pulling her along with me.
I'm following.
16.
I'm willfully following.
You manage to get there without running into any harm. Occasionally you do see some odd looking kind of plant life and various creatures that you decide might be better to stay away from. And you navigate around them. It takes a little bit of your time, but eventually you do make it to that wall where you see the lowered chains that are now descending.
Are any of those people that have been in shackles, do we see any as we're passing through?
Occasionally you see a few bodies. None dragonborn.
Okay. I explained to everybody how the rope and pulley system works so we can heave ourselves up out.
As you approach, it is a small basket-like structure. You would all be able to fit on it, but it basically takes just hefty pulls to get there. That's not how you came down. The structure was already descended. You scaled all of the individual chains and made your way down by hand. As you all gather in, who's going to pull yourself up?
Not me.
I'm not very strong. I don't think I have the upper body strength to pull us up.
Is there, Finley, is there a spot like safe to rest around here, and maybe like once we recoup?
There
after-
was a few spots that you saw coming down where you had to stop, and there was enough of an embankment off the wall where you could set up a small little camp.
Like, let's get a good night's sleep, and then try to hoist ourselves up in the morning.
You'd have to climb it's raised up in the air. You'd have to climb just a little bit, and there'd be a place where you could stop and rest off the ground.
Seems like a good idea.
Does this seem safe to everybody?
That's fine with me.
I just need whoever's pulling to give me an athletics check.
Raystrom, I think you're the only choice.
Oh, all right. Let me go ahead and what you got to lift with your back. Like that's where all your strength is. And I'm
in a twisting motion.
Yeah.
Wait, your back.
I'm gonna use a flash of genius.
Your ankles.
You push with you. You pull with your ankles. It's all in the neck.
Natural one. So 5. I'm like,
yeah.
Is there a switch?
Fart a little bit.
Switch to turn on?
You can't get the thing to move.
Fox, we'll give it a shot.
Does anyone want to help Fox?
I think, I mean, I'm not very strong, but I feel like I need to do something today. Something good.
That's a 9.
It's a athletics?
Yeah.
11.
It begins to move slowly. I mean, it's definitely would not make this trip all the way up. Through exhaustion, you would probably drop. But you begin to slowly pull, and you get a good 10, 15 feet off the ground, and you start feeling exhausted. As if you keep going, you're going to run into trouble.
How far is the first break?
When you climb down, last time, Finley, I mean, you went down 6 or 7 streams of ropes. So nowhere near where they're at right now.
I have a ways to go.
Well, but
how high does it look?
It goes all the way to the top.
Measurement wise.
Yeah.
A lot of me. It's far up there. It's high. You see this guy?
It is.
Up there.
Maybe we should take this down and just
Rest on the bottom?
Yes. Somewhere.
Okay. We're not very high up, so I think, yeah, okay. So try tomorrow. Okay.
So you're going to attempt to make camp on the bottom floor?
Well, yeah.
All right. Whoever is going to be searching and setting up camp, go ahead and give me an investigation check or a survival check. I'll let you choose.
I'm gonna look at the gnome.
I'll go ahead and do it. I got some dibs. 20.
Oh.
You decide that butting up against the wall might be the best defense, and you find a little curved kind of notch into the wall itself that acts almost like a defensive mechanism, and you set up a fairly crude, simple campsite where you're allowed to take your rest. Is anybody staying watch, or are you all just going to take rest?
I'll take first watch.
Anybody else going with her?
Actually, I think Q's gonna stay first watch also with Finley because she can't sleep right now.
Okay. As the gentleman.
Don't worry. Are you gonna have I close my eyes, Q?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll talk to you in the morning.
The gentlemen begin to nod off and get whatever rest they can, while the two of you wait and take in the eerie silence of this underground jungle.
I'm sorry we couldn't save your friend.
I'm sorry that you had to kill that man you knew. Was he someone important to you?
I mean, I didn't know him super well, but so I guess I have like this little family. Well, had this little family. It was me and Dakar and Kelnys, and Dakar had some family issues, and that was his dad. And whenever we knew his dad, he was never like, he never talked. We always just thought he was old, but there was something going on. And pretty much this whole thing was all to save his dad. And now I'm the one who has to tell Dakar that I killed his dad. And that's not fun.
But maybe you don't have to tell Dakar. And if you think about it, I mean, he asked to be set free, and you saved him from Hadriana or that other thing, or Serafina. That's a name. Good grief! But I mean, it's not the best situation, and bad things happen. But you have to make the most of a situation. And if you look at it, I mean, I'm the one who shot the arrows, and you set him free, and now he's not suffering, and he's himself, and he's not, those other people. So I think you did him a favor, and I know that's maybe not good for your friend, but he's not suffering anymore.
Should I tell him?
I don't know. I don't know your friend. I don't think you should not tell him. But maybe you could have a friend with you, and maybe your friend could tell for you, but you would be there, and the friend could be a buffer and could say what happened.
Yeah, I'm gonna need one of those. I'm gonna need a friend. So
I mean, it looks like you have a bunch. You have all of those people, and you have these sleepyheads over here. And I mean, it's a human, but I guess he's a decent human, so that's good news.
He is a decent human.
That's good news. That's the positive in this situation. That's a human. That's a human, but it's a good human. Sorry. Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's a good human.
Who's a good human?
Who's a good human? Who's a good human?
As you continue your watch, eventually you start becoming exhausted and switch over. Are you waking up the guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, as you switch out, Voxel and Raystrom, you have watch.
What should we make for breakfast?
I don't even care. How do you have an appetite at this point?
I mean,
you
gotta eat to keep your strength up.
Everything hurts right now. My back hurts. Everything hurts. My neck hurts. My shoulders are like twisted the wrong way, and just like my thumbs even feel broken. It's terrible. And we lost our friend, and to my understanding, that was the car's dad. Is that correct? I mean,
I believe that's what Q said. Yeah, I've only met him, the car that is, briefly.
So I don't know if he told you anything, but basically I was with him and he just disappeared. there's just some bloke that showed up, and yeah, he just grabbed him, and the car just took off without me warning. Didn't even let me know. So I don't understand what's going on. I don't know where he went, and he didn't even bother to say anything. And I don't know where he is, but clearly there was something special about him because he was able to interact with the corona trees, and I don't know. I don't know what's in his blood, but there's something different about him and his family. I don't know. I get a weird feeling about it. It gives me chills. This whole place is giving me chills.
Yeah, it's definitely not the underground I'm used to, and it's an old evil down here for sure.
Sorry about hitting me right in the gut. She got in my head, and that just I feel like it's been happening more and more. Where there's just this. It's like I can never really catch my breath. It's like I'm in the moment, and then all of a sudden I'm gone, and just feel like a lot of time has gone by, and just I have these lapses in my memory, and just and then it happens again, and when we hold them on the ground, and you know I don't understand what's going on. So I'm sorry about that.
I mean, it could be worse. You could be hearing voices in your head.
I feel like I've been able to manage those, but there's just nothing more disturbing than knowing that it's like you've gone to sleep, and then all of a sudden you wake up in a different place or a different time, or like land. It's like when you fall asleep, and you wake up somewhere completely different. That's what it feels like. I'm just tired of it. And
Like a different plane of existence, or like a different time and altogether.
like imagine. Oh man, it's like imagine if like you were to just like like go out drinking with your friends, and then you end up 5 towns over, and you suddenly wanted, and so you gotta hide in the forest for a while. But my point being is that it's like in the middle of no matter what I'm doing, it's like whenever someone does that, it's like I blank out, and then I'm not there, and then I wake up, and time has gone by, and I have no memory, and I have no idea what happened. And I just don't like those gaps that break in my life. Where it's like I feel like people have stolen time from me, and
You
we're gonna
should
get
try
her.
keeping a journal.
Well, I kind of keep one, but
Oh,
I mean, it's it's just in those moments, like with what happened up there. It's like I just all of a sudden everything went dark, and that was it. So, and then I wake up to you, slamming that potion down my throat, which I figured something happened, but
yeah,
uh,
you were don't know if you want to hear this, but you were letting loose your blast at anybody around. So my quickest thought was just to try and get you unconscious, and then hopefully it would draw you back to normal, which it worked, thankfully.
that was a great idea. So thank you for that. That just I'm gonna get her. Not maybe not at this moment, but that price on her head has gotten so much larger.
Price on whose head?
Jocelyn is behind us, so you better believe that something's gonna happen at some point. Maybe not at the moment, but soon.
From
Blood
from
is
what I've heard
mine.
you guys talking about for her, it would be nice to have more information on her, and just all this going on here.
We've got to unleash some. I've never seen anything like this, and I've seen some pretty bad things. But I've killed a decent amount, significant amount. Sometimes, more than I've wanted to. But the whole thing comes down to its necessity. You kill because you're protecting, or you kill because it's a threat. But to go down there and see that people just relishing, just enjoying it, it's just causes such agony to think that people exist to be tortured. It's barbaric. You don't believe the whole world's going to hear about this. But we need it. This place has to be shut down. People need to know. People need to understand.
I feel like, I mean, I know I've done some unspeakable things in my past and trying to atone for them. I do feel like with what we've learned from all this, we could rally support.
I think we need to, because this is a problem. There's no reason for this to be merciless. Wallow of filth and happiness and sickness, and it's demented. I'm so tired. Let's get out of here. I can't wait to get out of here. So tired.
At this point, you hear a faint voice, a muffled voice, kind of speaking rather impatiently. Kelnys? Q? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Please say something if you hear me.
Sorry, who's hearing that again? Am I hearing it?
You're both hearing it. Voxy and Raystrom.
Where's that coming from?
As you look around, it's coming from Q.
Run up to Q.
You talking in her sleep?
Box will go up and just.
Oh, sorry. I apologize. It's coming from
The amulet.
From Amulet.
Okay.
Raystrom has it.
Yeah, I know it. Bring it up.
Nope. Oh yeah, about this. Yeah, I'm sorry, I borrowed it from wasn't sure what you were gonna come back as.
Hello. Box is just gonna be like, hello.
Is this thing on?
Yeah, I mean it's real muffled. Like,
Box will try to just say hello.
Oh no, I think I know what this may be.
Well,
the ladies are fast asleep, right? Oop, good thing she's asleep. Can you make Kelnys come out? Like, is there a button?
Vox will sit down and just concentrate really hard. And
you're expelling the body?
Yeah.
Okay. As the yellow light kind of opens up and you see the body not get flung out, but it does float. It's as preserved as it was when it went in. However, as soon as the body comes out, you hear clearly, Q? Kelnys, please say something if you can hear this. Please come in.
I'm going to assume I know what a sending stone is.
Yeah, you would see it was clipped on.
And I'm going to remove that, and grab Kelnys' bag as well.
You put her back in?
And then I was like, Fox, put her back in so Q doesn't have to see.
Okay.
That's around it.
Do you recognize that voice?
Hello?
Hello? Who is
Who is
this?
this? This is Fox. Who is this?
Vox who? How did you get this? Where's Q?
I'm with Q. She's resting right now.
She's resting? What about Kelnys? Is Dakar with them? Did he come
Oh,
back?
Dakar went missing a while ago. Who is this?
My name's Concern.
Your name is what?
Concern. Who are you?
I'm Voxel. I've been assisting Kelnys, Q, and at one point Dakar. I went to go. I found him subsequently when I was tracking someone else with mom by the name of Carl.
I'm not sure who that is. Just stay right where you are. Do not go anywhere. We're locating your area right now. We've got a ping on you. I think. Yes. Just don't move. Don't move. And don't get scared. At which point there is a giant green orb that just starts to materialize right in front of you. Box, and it opens up, and then as almost like a shroud of two curtains pushes through, and out comes a tall, standing, metal-plated paladin with 3 stars etched across the plates of his breastplate. Black-skinned tiefling with helmet, and behind him
Look at the tail.
is Jocelyn Reese. Where are they? Are they okay? At which point Jocelyn pushes by and walks straight over to where Hugh and Finley are sleeping. She kind of goes down, grabs a hold of Q on the shoulder, and begins to gently shake you awake.
Vox has an eldritch blast, kind of. He's preparing it.
Vox,
Concern
kind of puts his hand and shakes and says, "Don't worry, just wait."
Q wakes up in a panic and tries to cower to, like, because you said we're against the wall, cowers like to the edge of the wall.
No, child, no. I know. I am so sorry. I am Jocelyn, Imelda, Jontline, Reese. And I promise you, by the Grey Lady herself, no harm will come to you by anybody within my order. Not now. Not while I'm free. Where's your companion?
Which, I mean, gone? All of them gone?
I am extremely apologetic. I can't imagine what you've gone through. What you've all gone through.
You tortured me.
That wasn't me, dear. I've been floating in a stasis within the ethereal plane this entire time, unable to even interact, but able to see what was going on within my own citadel. It wasn't until recently that whatever spell was holding me weakened, and I returned back to this plane. It's whenever Concern was kind enough to fill me in. Apparently we'd received a message earlier in the day from a Dakar saying that we should investigate, that we should release a prisoner, someone that I didn't even know we had within our ranks. It took quite a bit of digging, but after finding Master Nehemiah, we had learned that you had traveled north to the folly. It didn't take long for us to realize what was going on. Don't worry, they will pay. They will pay with their lives.
You heard from Dakar. Dakar's alive. Dakar is still. He's okay.
He's currently fine, residing in the capital, I do believe. Do you care to see him?
Does he want us to? Does he? Well, does he want me to see him? He left just so suddenly. I didn't think he wanted to be followed.
From what I gather, he left because he had to. He did this for you. I will honor your wishes, whatever they are. I'm just saying, if you'd like to, I can take you to him.
Well, of course, I'd love to see Dakar, but there's some other things we need to do. I have to go to the Zagat. I have something I need to take to the Zagat.
Very well. Concern. Yes, milady. Prepare. We shall all be making pilgrimage to the Zagat. She kind of bends over and reaches her hand out to you.
She flinches. Q still flinches, but takes her hand.
I promise you, I will earn your trust. She your friend?
Yeah. Q's gonna go and just kind of, hey, Finley, I know you probably have to get home to Lake Plastos, but I think we're going to the Zagat. You mentioned the Zagat earlier, so I don't know.
I love the Zagat.
Do you want to maybe come with us? Or, I mean, you probably have a lot of things to get to at home.
Let's go. Oh, well, yeah, I probably should go to the Zagat just so I can let the other guards know.
Insight check.
We're taking a lot of bad news to the Zagat.
17.
On Finley?
Mm-hmm.
Finley, you can either roll a persuasion check or you can roll a deception check.
Do I have to roll either one?
So, Vox, what exactly are you inciting?
As soon as Q said home, he noticed that Finley immediately started to shut down. His thought or his indication is that there's no home to go back to. That's just kind of what he picked up on, but he wants to at least try to read her body language.
Yeah. So if you, I mean, it's up to you, Vic, how you want to play this. You rolled a 17.
It's almost like Finley is like, yes, she visibly like at the mention of home, but is like distracting herself with, yeah, let's go to the Zagat, another purpose.
Vox just kind of keeps that information tucked in for right now.
Yeah, that would be good. And it's probably faster with whatever this magic situation is than if I had to walk myself.
Yeah. Little legs.
Real little legs.
Concern stands up and kind of walks over to Finley. I mean, we can only take you so far. We're still going to have to walk.
I don't mind walking. I'm Finley. It's nice to meet you.
Pleasure. Concern. Well then.
Lady Reese, may I ask a favor? I don't mean to trouble you anymore. I'm really appreciating the lift out of here, but it's something that might be time sensitive. We have a recently fallen friend. I don't know if there's anything you knew or could do to help them out. Being such a high-ranking member of the Citadel.
She kind of looks over at Q and then turns her shoulder towards you, Raystrom, and trying to hide from Q's line of sight says, "How long ago did you lose Kelnys?"
I honestly don't remember how long it's been, so I'm going to say within the day.
It's been at least 2 or 3 days. 2 days, I think. That's meta, not me listening, not Q listening.
I say whatever the actual time has passed is, since I really have lost track of time down here.
There are ways, but the most efficient would have had to have been done fairly immediately after the body had passed on. The soul still clings. The soul still clings fairly close for a brief few minutes. However, if you're talking days, that's some very high magic. Is it your intention to bring her back? Was it her intention to come back?
I do not know. I just know how much it would mean to Q and how much it could mean for the Zaget.
It was really sudden and incredibly graphic and disheartening. So there wasn't really a chance of goodbye. It just happened so fast, and I think that's maybe where we have a close by. We just thought, we pull her along for a little while and hope for the best. But
And Vox it was? Tell me this. Is it selfish of someone to bring back another just so they can say goodbye? I do not fault anybody for this, but speaking with the dead can be surprising with how they react. Beyond the veil of life, who knows what mysteries lie about? Who's to say that she's not in a place that is better than our own?
understood.
If you're truly seeking this, I cannot help you. But that doesn't mean that there's not people who practice magics that are beyond the realm and scope of Our Lady. I shouldn't even be mentioning this, as it is treason. Then again, I'm looking around at this aisle and seeing that there's treason pretty much on every corner. In the far south, beyond the Deadwood, used to lie a great arcane city known as Deirandis. It is said that there they played with the fabrics of reality, toying with thin veil that separates life from afterlife. As a Grey Sister, growing up and training, I thought it would be of interest to seek out this fabled city, but was never able to find it. Perhaps they have the answers you seek. If not, to bring back reincarnation, then to at least speak with the deceased. However, even then, I can't even tell you what you would need to get started. How's Q taking it?
Not well. But it's a large combination of other things, because I believe we may have lost her father recently as well too.
The cub's father was found here. I don't know if that means anything, but a version of you, however that is supposed to make sense to me, held him, wore his skin like a mask, and then dumped the body, and he was able to tell us a few things, but I mean,
We are looking into it.
so you're Jocelyn,
Aye.
and you're not a threat to us. Correct.
Do I seem as if I've been threatening?
I've seen a lot of you, and every one of them has been threatening except you. I'm just trying to make any understanding of this.
Am I a threat to you and your kind? Yes. But that's based on the old traditions. From what I gather, you're not a warrior, nor a fighter, yet you've managed to stay down here and live. I can only surmise that you practice some sort of arcane arts, and as you have no emblem of Our Lady, that would make you an apostate mage. It is my sworn duty to take you in, to arrest you, interrogate you, and sentence you to a swift death. Yet I have not issued any edict or decree. I have not attacked. And I'm being very forward with how I should be acting. That said, if it weren't for Dakar admitting that he himself is an open casting mage, and that he had acted in the best interest of this empire, then I would still be stuck in a stasis. It's the sacrifice that they all made, the risks that they took to admit what they truly are, that has brought us to this tipping point. It's that reason that I plan on invoking the High Council and speaking with all of the Grottons. Perhaps it's time for us to rethink just how we run our empire. But first things first. Shall we get out of this disgusting pit?
Please.
Yes.
I'm so sorry to interrupt, and you seem super important, and I'm really just new here to this group and this area and everything. I think there are, I know you're helping us, and you seem like a really powerful person. I think there are a lot of helpless victims down here that were, I don't know, bamboozled into being sucked into a brain bowl, and now they're just scattered down here, and I don't know if they have their senses about them, but I don't know if you might be able to help anybody else down here besides us.
My dear child.
Yes?
We're the Grey Sisters. Why would we not help?
I don't know who you are.
At which point, she points up to the sky, and her hand begins to glow this yellowish orange light as she sends up a guiding bolt straight into the sky, and it goes piercing through the open rift and explodes like a massive firework. At which point you see that same green orb begin to open up. Not one, not two, but dozens of these portals, as within each portal, 2 more Grey Sisters step through, and she looks at you. Don't worry, child. Let us find them.
And then will you destroy it? Because this seems like a terrible place.
One
It
step at a
does, doesn't
time.
it? Okay.
At which point, Concern grabs and picks you up and says, all right, little one, enough talking. Let's go.
Okay.
And you see the green light open as he steps in and you go inside with him. Jocelyn takes a hold of Q, and you see another Grey Sister come up to Vox and to Raystrom as you each step through this portal. And as the portal opens up on the other side, as if walking through an open doorway, you're greeted with the first, most beautiful desert landscape. As you see on the far end, coming over on the eastern edge of the isle, sunrise for the very first time in a long time. And that's where we're going to end today.